likes the pain I deep down. She likes the pain I deep down.
Stir me while I'm whipping, babe. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, babe. Chop, chop, breaking down this product.
Turn me up, Mark.
We riding out, you worry about my comings and my goings. And I'm going out doing 100 miles per hour, blood blowing. Cause I'm stressed, I fight the tight feeling in my chest. But pity ain't in me, keep that for the rest. I'ma cook up, break it down, back it up, include that shit. I re-up, we back, we up, so girl be good for goodness sakes. If you wanted a clown, go back to the streets. The circus hold you down, wolf tickets go for cheap. As for me, I'ma stay wrist deep. Get off another elbow and flex his bicep in the streets. Don't know better, ask about me. I'm solid from the lock, follow goals to submit on my feet. Stir me while I'm rapping, babe. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, babe. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Now stir me while I'm whipping, babe. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, babe. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Get out the mud and you clean up right. You can bet your bottom dollar I'ma be alright. I remember too clear, too many long nights with a stomach too empty and the full foresight. I can get it for the four, make the birds take flight. From a dirty floor to Camaro sound nice. Get a little distant when the goal's in sight. Before I die, I'ma live the best life of all time. And you can be by my side. I need you here by my rear, be the left to my right. Please don't trip cause I'm fine. I'm in another zone, bring the zone, take to the house, to the goal line. Stir me while I'm whipping, baby. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Now stir me while I'm whipping, baby. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, chop, breaking down this product.
She likes the pain I deep down. She likes the pain I deep down. She likes the
Broke me, brought it from the space.
Sully.
X is back.
I got 2, 2, 3s, I'ma play it close. People's I redeem, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one, I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Got 2, 2, 3s, I'ma play it close. The people's I redeem, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one, I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Get it from the gutter, yeah, put it on the stove. Been whipping so long, yeah, bleed through my pores. But boy, the raw get gone before I finish this song. Keep a Glock 40 on me to sleep, in case the eyes try to slide my dreams. It seems I see, just to get ahead, a nigga gotta go through the feed.
We on one. We on one. We on one. Y'all give me a second. Getting these last minute touches done. Panelists, what's going on? What's good with y'all? Yeah, there we
Hey
go.
everyone.
Yeah, we on one tonight, huh? You feel me? It's gonna be one of those, man. It's gonna be one of those this evening. I appreciate y'all coming up and joining us. For everybody watching, welcome to the SPS podcast. I am your host, Jay Strada. We're gonna give it up for our panelists. To my left, I got Ms. Brittany in the building. We got Bino. Feel me? Shout out to Bino. We got Coop. Back again one more time. And last but certainly not least, we got Wardy. What's good, brother? All right, this one's gonna be an interesting one, man. I think that we got a lot to get to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the questions have been pouring in. Y'all feel free definitely to add on and you know give your feedback. If y'all have had any other questions come in. One more coming to the stage. We got Nick Nash in the building. What's up, brother? Already. So we're gonna get to it here in a second, man. These shows are normally I start them off with statistics. You know, I like to start off most of these podcasts and statistics to actually give us a foundation. But we're gonna do something a little different. Again, this is Battle of the Sexes Part 1, and tonight we're gonna tap into the mysteries of men. So, for context for the audience watching, we had young ladies on all of our social platforms. They sent in questions, concerns, just things they wanted to know from a man's perspective that they didn't necessarily get answered. So, you know, we got a panel of men. We got our lady, you know, one of our first ladies, SPS. She gonna make sure we not capping tonight. You know what I mean? She gonna keep us on point and make sure that you ladies get y'all questions answered. Feel me? So, as opposed to start with my normal statistics tonight, I think what I want to do is start with a case study. The reason why this case is so interesting and why I want to start here is because this is something local that we have seen that's popped up here recently on our social media here in Eastern North Carolina. So before I get into the slides, I'm gonna let Bino give y'all a little bit of backstory, and then we'll go into the first topic.
What's up, gang? Hey, what's up, everybody? So, boom, interesting ENC's local social media situation where it was actually something that was actually a reality to somebody. A lot of people had a little scare. So basically, to get into a young lady, she was reported missing recently over the weekend, and you know, the normal thing happened on social media when somebody come up missing. You know, they share the police report, the close family and the close friends. You know, they share a picture and they share it like normally anybody would do when somebody come up missing, ask if any information or any help. You know, the normal. What made this case interesting, however, though, is yesterday. Was it yesterday Monday or was it Monday? What was the day on Monday, guys? I think Monday.
Yeah,
the
I think
young
it was
man.
Monday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the young man. He you know, he posted a picture of the young lady that was missing, with what we know as her boyfriend, and you know, he posted, you know, my young lady is missing. You know, if anybody have any information, reach out. And that's where it got interesting at. On his particular post, he was bombarded with comments and shares of people basically, for the most part, man, being the judge, the jury, and the prosecutor of this man.
Absolutely.
Such as bring up his past criminal history, related that to the situation of her being missing. They brought up maybe insight they knew about the relationship. They brought that into the equation. And they just brought up assassinations of character of how he looked. He looks suspicious. He doesn't sound genuine. You know, things of this such. And we're talking about 500 shares, 600 comments of this stuff like this.
Big fact.
Salute to him, because he did not respond. He let peace be still. And I wanted to salute that man right there for that, because a lot of people probably would have broke down in that situation. because it was just some cyberbullying going on.
Absolutely. And again, Bino, just to take over, I'm gonna give y'all context with screenshots, but I wanted him to give you all a background on what we're speaking of on the local level. So Bino sent me some screenshots of some of the things going on social media. So I'm gonna put those up on the screen. I want my panelists to take a look at it, and we're gonna go through this slide by slide to kind of get a breakdown of what's going on. Cool. Let's do it. So I know this might be a little hard to read, so I'm gonna blow it up on my side so I can actually read some of the pictures. According to police, on Saturday, June 17th, Rons was at a baby shower in Roper, North Carolina. She was driving a 2006 Dodge Charger with a license plate and was last seen traveling west down Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard on Sunday, June 18th, around 12:46 a.m. Rons has since been missing. It is said that Rons left the baby shower with the boyfriend, 38-year-old from Greenville. Sources say at some point before Rons went missing, she and her boyfriend got into an argument. So that starts this case study. Now, that was a picture of the young man and as well as the vehicle. But this is where it starts getting interesting, right? So the next slide I'm going to bring up, we're going to start getting into, and I'm going to read to you all some of the screenshots that was taken. Now, for the identities of those that are on social media, even though it's a public platform, I did make sure to kind of black out what was going on. So what you see in the middle of your screen where it says follow, the original message was from a supporter of the boyfriend, and it said, we got this, my ninja. On my mama, I don't give a F what nobody's saying. You know what I mean? Fool, we slide, not slide. We got you. And so this is before any more or any additional context was given to the young lady's whereabouts. And so the response was, who the fuck taking up for him? We ain't speaking on nothing. And his quote unquote girlfriend, you sound stupid as fuck, taking up for a criminal that you know damn well had something to do with it. So this speaks towards one of Bino's points, is that before any situations was or any of the details of the case was given, people were already publicly having an opinion and dragging this man through court. So before I go to the next slide, what are y'all thoughts on that so far as men? We'll start with Bino.
That blog also, that came from the North Carolina Beat for the audience and for the panel. That particular slide, that was the North Carolina Beat blog site. If y'all know about it, they cover stories across the state of North Carolina. One of the news sources that people go to for that information. But the main reason why Strata and we thought the panelists thought I wanted to speak on it is because in previous segments we talked about how the internet, it can be detrimental to relationships, how it's a big influence on how we think and what we say for the mass part. And when I'm not here to antagonize the people who convicted this man before, but I do want to make a point that when we go on these social media platforms and we see these wicked videos and these wicked stories that we hear on the daily, sometimes multiple stories on the daily, we got to understand what it subconsciously does to our brain. Anywhere from the Kanika Jenkins story, if people remember, from the Cabo 6, things of this such, where things did turn out terribly wrong for these people. It gives us almost like a cyber PTSD or like a cyber trauma to our brain. Where when these situations happen, we actually turn into the people we don't want to be, which is the court system, right, for the most part. So my main point was just making people aware of that. That's what's really going on. It's not that people, I don't think, intentionally wanted to drag this man. But when we go up here, when we go on this internet and we see these things, man, it really affects us, whether we consciously know it or we subconsciously know it. It affects us, and this is a perfect example of why it affects us. She was found safe in South Carolina. For whatever reason, she decided she wanted to go to South Carolina. She went to South Carolina. She left her phone behind. Her boyfriend had the phone. Her boyfriend gave the phone to the police, things of this such. I seen comments of why he ain't been said something. And it's crazy that we have in our mind that somebody's supposed to run to social media to talk about something so serious, right? Yeah. Or to express themselves in a way where we feel as though they're being genuine. Right. I want to shout out to that man again because after everything was over, his only responses was, peace be still. God said be still, and his enemies will show.
That part.
And that's what happened. And we ask for forgiveness when we go through our own mistakes. We do things and we want to grow. We want people to allow us to grow. But in that situation, we use all his past history, maybe past situations that may was true in the relationship to really listen, man. People had enough evidence if they want to kill that man. People would have thought it'd been right to kill that man.
That part. That part. And I think, I honestly think that, to jump in, Bino, I think that was the biggest takeaway I had from this. So again, this episode is talking about the mysteries of men. And ladies, one thing that you have to consider when you're dealing with men is that we're very thoughtful and calculated when it comes to how we present ourselves, especially in a situation the way you might look guilty, right? So the news had already broke that you the last person with this girl. You have her phone. Y'all arguing about something, right? Social media is not going to be that man's friend. So I think he did what most men would do. I'm going to logically take this phone, drop it off to your people, let them know I ain't got nothing to do with it. And I'm pretty sure the police had a million questions for him, right? And so in his mind, there would never have been a safe time for that man to post, yo, my old lady is missing. Y'all help me out, without the scrutiny he got, right? And I think that speaks to the mentality of men, knowing that. I think the reason why he was so calm and cautious speaks to the fact that he knew that shit was coming. He knew as soon as he put up anything related to that case and the fact that she was still missing, that he would get backlash. And I'm gonna keep it, I'll go so far as to even say he might not have known where she was gonna go in South Carolina, but I'm pretty sure he knew we got to arguing, she dipped, but I can't say that. You feel me? Because it's gonna look crazy, right? And so, I think that this can start. This is the reason why I wanted to start with this, is because a lot of the backlash that we were seeing, there was a million comments that we could have choose from, was women that pretty much, nailed this man to the cross prior to any evidence coming out. She was just missing. She wasn't reported to be in any harm or danger. But I do think it does speak to a bigger thing with how men assess the situation versus how women react to it. That's my 2 cents on that part. Anybody else?
I mean, only because I really don't know about too much other than what I just read on this. So, but I can say probably the hyperness, what I'm saying? People been talking about people been getting kidnapped for so long, and different abductions and things. So people probably hypersensitive to somebody missing, and what I'm saying, we might know who did it. What I'm saying? Everybody saying people going missing, we never can find them. So I don't know, man. People want to help, but in helping, then causing a bigger problem at the same time. So I guess you got to pick our battles. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what, Wardy? That's what I'm saying. That's what social media does to us. We see so much of these wicked, crazy stories. It just feeds our spirit. It feeds our spirit. It feeds our energy. It feeds our insight. It feeds our subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
To where, people share that man post more than they share the Easton Police Department post, the official post of her being missing.
Yep.
And it went from looking for it to just antagonizing him about it. Yep. Convicting him about it, And like I said, I'm not trying to attack nobody that did it, but I just want people to be aware of what this shit really do, the monster behind the smile with social media, because social media could be a positive outlet, but it's a monster behind that smile as well. And if you're not careful, you'll be ate up by that monster, man. So,
big facts.
Of course, he had way less apologies than he had convictions, of course.
Yep. And I was going to get to that in a second, but I wanted to see if anybody else had a comment on it before I got into, bigging up and praising the people that actually apologized to him. You came off the mic. What you got for me, brother?
Yeah. So I would like to say, since I'll take it back to the war on drugs. Black men have always been labeled as toxic criminals, no matter what you say it. Now today, story is black men are now sexual predators. And that has to change. We have to step up and we have to give an opinion. We have to start fighting for our community when it comes to stuff like this. a lot of the evidence was not even put on him to even make sense to be a kidnapper. That is the new wave right now. Black men as sexual predators. If you look at Tory Lane's case, Bill Cosby, just name a few. This is a new thing right here. Every time you look at the news media, they always portray black men as criminals, even when we're innocent. I
That
think
part.
that's one thing that we got to understand. And another thing that I do not like is when we have a different opinion about our community,
Mhm.
we are canceled automatically because we don't believe in the narrative. We don't believe that the evidence is the evidence that's brought to you by the court system, the white culture. They're not our culture because anytime they say something about our culture, I always question their theory, their evidence. It's just because it always has the history of down in black men, and that's why I land on that part right there.
Makes sense. Nick Nass, what you got on it? What's your thoughts on it, bro?
Can you hear my rain? I'm in like a light rainstorm right now. Can you hear
Yeah, I heard a little bit. I can still hear you though.
me? Just let me pass this. I ain't really got too much to say.
Say less. Say less. Bless, brother. Brittany, what do you think so far?
I mean, I think they touched on it already. We just jumped
Yeah.
the gun and ready
Yeah.
to point a finger at him.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I do want to close this portion with some flowers. You feel me? Again, on the screen, this was one person that did sincerely apologize. I judge you based on my personal reasons and from those who spoke negatively on you. Glad to see she's safe. Y'all be great. So I do like that there was a piece of redemption in that story. And someone went on to comment that it was way less apologies than it was convictions. So let's get to the shits. And we're gonna get to the shits here in a second, man. Like again, just to let y'all know,
I feel like
this
she really sauced herself up for this episode. I don't know, like a
bruh.
glow hands right now. I
Okay,
don't know.
let me go ahead and tell you.
I think you muted Brittany. Brittany, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Yo. Think we might have lost her.
See, y'all done got me all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there you go. Look at God working.
What I was saying was, y'all, they won't ever the devil. It's because this whole male battle. But yeah, no, I said it was messed up Sunday or whatever day it was. I watched it flat out. That's all it was. It wasn't because of this right here.
I got you. Jamal Hurt checking in. He said, I think people just be wanting to be relevant. And it was only a few that really cared genuinely, in my opinion. And it happens often in many situations. That is the truth. And with that being said, let's get to the smoke. Right. We're going to really tap into the mysteries of men. And these questions were all posed by women. Again, if you're watching live and you have questions that you want us to answer and go through as we get through these questions, feel free to drop them in the Facebook Live, also on YouTube. I'll bring them up and we'll go through them. But the first one is actually a screenshot, right? So here we go. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm going to actually read it for my panelists. I'm so tired of having the same boring conversation every morning with a guy. It literally goes the same way every day. Him, good morning. Me, good morning. Him, how are you? Me, good. And yourself? The most irritating question. Him, I'm good. How'd you sleep? Me, I slept fine. How'd you sleep? In my head, rolled in my eyes. Like this is the most boring conversation to have with someone every day. I just start responding. There's no substance to this conversation whatsoever. Do all men do this? And I think the rest at the bottom, because I literally had two people ask me the same thing. So, fellas, let me get this off the screen real quick. So, fellas, What's up with these casual, dry conversations? This is popcorn style. Nick, what you got, bro? He popped up real quick with that.
My
What's
boy
going
ready.
on?
Let's go, Nick. Let's go, my Nick.
So I mean, I guess it depends though. Like that sounds like a conversation of somebody that done got her, and really don't have a lot of interest in her. So he's still trying to make small talk to ensure that he can hit again. You see, like in a sense, I feel that's that perspective of that conversation.
That makes sense.
I don't think that comes from somebody you trying to get to know for real. Same exact conversation. No, I know you for a while. I've been knocking you off, and I'm trying to make sure I can continue to knock you off. That's it. We ain't got no building aspirations or nothing.
That part. I like it. I'm gonna keep it real, yo. To speak, because that's real shit. I think what it boils down to, and I think that what the difference between men and women is, I think a lot of women sometimes just like to call and check on the man they with because they like sometimes it's just your presence. They really don't have anything of substance to say, right? It's usually just a bunch of small talk through 5 or 6 conversations through their working day all day long, right? And so with men, most men, we speak with purpose. We think with a purpose. So if you lead the conversation with topical shit, then we're going to give you a topical answer while keep doing whatever the hell we were doing prior to you calling. If you ask a question that grabs a man, and this is the thing that I would challenge women to do, if you find that you are in conversations with a man and it's dry as fuck like that, then that means one of two things. Either you are asking things that does not interest that man, or your routine has gotten to the point where he got you figured out and he don't give a shit. It could be either or, right? But that's just my opinion. Like if you start getting those one-word responses and it seems like he's responding more to be cordial to you than to actually carry the conversation somewhere, I think that's his polite way of saying that I don't have shit to talk about and neither do you. Just keeping it real. I see your face, Brittany. I know.
He started the
It's gonna hurt.
conversation. He started the conversation like, "Good morning." She just said, "How are you?" Like he ain't bring nothing to the table. Why I gotta be one to spruce it up?
If they just now starting to get to know each other, yeah, that's a terrible way to talk. But like based on what Nick and Strata saying, like they absolutely right. Like if I'm spending a lot of time with you and we see each other very often, and then like say for instance we wake up in the morning, we go to work, or say for instance I seen you last night and you went home, then we wake up in the morning, like we probably talked like a motherfucker that night before. Like so like it's basically checking on your well-being. Like hey, what's up? Like Nick said, like even if I ain't just hitting you, because like me personally, if I'm dating a girl, we're gonna run out of things to talk about sometimes in text messages if I see you all the damn time and we talk all the time. It's more so good morning, all right, have a good day, see you later. You know what I'm saying? So
but based on what I'm getting from her, these are just two random people. She said because she had this happen to her twice today, from guy just saying good morning, how are you, like how you sleep, like do you really care how I slept? You probably wish you were beside me sleeping, but you really don't care how I slept. You know what I'm saying?
With the context you add, yeah, they just trying to fuck.
Right, that's it.
Yeah,
So
that's a temperature check.
Right, yeah, that's all that was. Yeah.
But I will say this: I wanted to take it to a more broader scale because whether guys are in long-term relationships, marriages, this type of conversation happens very often.
Right.
To where you get that, hey, what's going on? What you doing? The last thing I was doing when we just talked 5 hours ago, I literally opened my eyes, washed my ass, brushed my teeth, and I'm in the car. I ain't done nothing else since then. Ain't nothing changed since the last time we talked. And this is kind of a redundant question, right? And so I think that the key is, I'm gonna tell you what I believe happened, yo. I think women, when they first meet a man and they're trying to figure out and get comfortable whether they want to sleep with him, they have a bombardment of shit they want to ask you. They want to get into your past. They want to know about your past relationships. They want to tell you about their shit. They want to know what type of person you are, what your motherfucking zodiac sign, and y'all try to jam all this shit into 3 conversations. And then, you know, this is literally day 2. I know your zodiac sign. I know your favorite draws. I know what type of shoes. I know why you don't like your mama. And then in month 2, it's like, my nigga, you've asked me every fucking thing that made you comfortable enough for us to even go any further. And now you just out of shit to talk about. And I think that that is what makes what makes conversation between men and women seem stale. Because as dudes, we'll give you, if you ask, we'll answer, right? But most of the time, dudes love their consistency so much that our day-to-day don't really change often, because we either got a plan already figured out and we're working on it, and this is day 3 of day 300. You feel me? Like, we got 300 days of the same shit because we got somewhere we're trying to be. And so when y'all ask, like, in these small conversations in between, it ain't gonna change much because we don't change that often. You feel me? But I think what you ask determines the answer you get. That's just my opinion, though. What's up, Nick? I see you shaking your head. What you got, bro?
That's clearly a conversation of a chick that probably fairly gave it to me fast. I knocked her off, and I'm just trying to keep it intact. That's not a relationship conversation because I talk back. You feel me? Like,
so them 2 men that hit her up in that morning, you saying they done smashed? Is that what I'm understanding?
They definitely done smash. If they hitting her like that, good morning, how you doing? Like, I'm just trying to keep tabs, like, to make sure I'm good for the next go round. Because I ain't really got nothing to say to you. Ain't no future. I can't build with you. You feel me? But I do like knocking you off. So, goddamn, keep it a band. Hey, good morning. How you doing? How was your day? Did you sleep well? Like, that's clearly sounds like a joke. You feel me?
Or at least trying to get there if he ain't get there. Like, at least let me check, make sure she slept good that way.
See, that ain't even no way to get there. That's
no way to get it. Yeah.
Oh, it ain't. Okay.
I already got that. You feel me? Like, okay, I already knocked her off. You feel me? I don't even really care how she feel for real. I'm just responding at this point.
And Nick, you're right that she said it's the same conversation every time. So they've been talking long enough for the same shit to come. Yeah, so you're right, bro. You're right. You gotta be right. I vote Nick, man. Yeah, you gotta be
I
right,
like that. Y'all, we're gonna welcome Naomi to the panel. What's going on?
What's up, Naomi?
Oh no.
What's she at?
I think her mic is off. Let me unmute her mic. Oh, they got themselves muted. I gotta say, just listen in. That's cool. Like I said, man, we always welcome it. Naomi, feel free at any time to come off mute with your mic and ask any questions and hop in anytime you feel comfortable, man. We're gonna keep this going. And again, fellas, y'all can bring Brittany for this shit, because a lot of these questions was from Brittany and her cohort.
Okay,
because she put the pressure on us. But we about to get it's getting real, so we about to get to it. Okay, so the first question: why do men string women along knowing they won't commit? Why do men string women along knowing they won't commit? Damn. What you got, Woody?
I mean,
damn, why did you call my name first?
Because I feel like I'm giving up the sauce, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can't be giving up the sauce, but I'm saying, to answer that question, I would say, I mean, some women, you know what I'm saying, not gonna give in unless they feel like they, in a relationship with you. So, we play the role as long as we can, you know what I'm saying, to, get what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, in that situation, if you just bringing somebody on along, then, you don't really have any true intentions for them. You feel me? Like, you said bringing along, like, you didn't say, we've been working this out, but we just can't figure it out. You said, so that give me that,
I'm gonna keep it tall. I think that with these questions, you have to consider the context. So I think the fact that you leading the question with "you feel strung along" speaks a lot to you, a woman's impatience, to a man's indifference. A lot of times when women feel like they're being strung along, it ain't even that dude to string you along. He's still trying to figure you out, right?
That's what
and
I'm
so
saying.
In your mind, you might think we need to be further along than where we at, but he like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really quite there with you yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting to know you. But I think that It's just a difference in timeline. You feel me? Like the dude's still trying to check your background check. He hollering at his homies like, yo, you know, shorty, you know what I'm saying? Like he's still getting the lowdown on you. See, like, where I'm gonna put you, because let's keep it tall. Men have categories for women. You feel me? And I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna leave it there.
What
Yeah.
about the second part of the question? Because they say string it along and
And won't commit.
We know that we know.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know that we know?
See, that's what
Right.
I'm saying. I'm looking at what not being said, bro. You feel me? Like
Right.
I'm peeping game. Like what you talking about for real? Like you know
Mhm.
why, shorty?
So,
Like if
I
you know
heard
why
Jay.
we not gonna be, and you saying you getting strong along. Come on, man. Why you sticking
And I
around?
heard Jay say y'all
Why you
get to
sticking
know
around?
someone. How long does it take to get to know someone? Like you've been with this person, I'm gonna say 3 years. Like
Oh,
how
no,
long you
shit.
gotta
How long have I been stringing you along though?
Right.
that's
And
what I'm
And if you
saying.
feel
And
strong
what's
along,
the
why are you sticking around?
and again, what's the destination you trying to get to? If you're being strung along, that means that you think we should be somewhere that we ain't. So the better question is, where is it that you want to get to that you're not getting to?
Right.
Say
But
they
how?
want to get to either girlfriend status or wife status, but he's not making any type of commitment to
Okay.
them.
Okay.
But
Oh, that sounds
how?
deeper than
He's
rap.
probably saying, "Give me time," or we gonna get
Okay.
there, or whatever case may be. So she still kind of she feel invested because she don't, like I said, had 3-4 years.
Mhm.
So they're like, okay, well, when do I say enough is enough? Because he keeps saying we gonna right next 4 years, like exactly.
They was having that same message for 4 years.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yes. So like that's what I'm saying. And when is enough is enough? Like why he ain't committing? Why, or some men don't commit or whatever.
I'm gonna
I'm
Y'all
tell
know
saying
you.
y'all got some friends that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm
that's
gonna
what I'm saying.
keep it tall.
Why are
Yeah.
they not the ones? Yeah, speak on them. Don't speak on yourself. I know all
Right.
y'all are upstanding,
Yeah.
hopeful
Not
men.
us. Not
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
Not all.
yeah,
Not
not
all.
y'all.
Not all.
Yeah.
Not all. Not all. I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. Like dudes be knowing, like we know that you ain't it, but we also know if we tell you you ain't it, you gonna leave, and we been having sex, and it's good.
exactly.
I got something to that. The reason why I would string you along is because I don't think you'll give me the real you if I don't act like I'm all in.
I like that.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, so if you feel like I just want to knock you off, I'm gonna treat the situation like I just want to knock you off. If you feel like I want to be with you, you're gonna treat the situation to give me that person. That's probably the person you never gave nobody because nobody was worthy. I got this. I gotta keep going. I gotta see.
I like it. Brittany, where you at with it?
Brittany, that was directed.
I mean, I'm taking it all in.
Okay. But again, like I said, feel free. That's what you here for. You gotta get a follow up. I see Naomi is still on mute. I figure when she finds something she want to ask, she gonna jump in here. But I know she listening. She definitely on the panel. But cool. What you got? Why do men string women along knowing they won't commit?
I mean, that's a lot of reasons, you know. I mean, some women, you know, got a lot of stuff going on. Some it's different, you know. That's a hard question because you know we can label women from different things. You know, one woman might can I keep it real? Can I
Please
keep
do.
it real? Like,
Please do. Yeah, I
Please.
start saying we
like,
keeping
like,
it real tonight, bro. Don't you know what I mean? Give them the
like, you
real,
know,
bro.
You might have a woman who can't cook. You might have a woman who can't clean. You might have a woman that can give some good head. You might have a woman that can fuck you real good. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You got to balance out what you got. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like each woman gonna have certain characteristics about herself that you're gonna like, but you're not going to want to commit to that because you're gonna want all of that shit.
Oh
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? You're
I
gonna
like
want
it.
all of it. You know, so it's just not.
Here you go.
What's up?
I know you fucking lying.
I'm just being real, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, when you actually look at it, when you actually look at how many women out here versus men,
Mhm.
Like you can go down the street and say have a conversation with a woman, and next thing you know, like you in a relationship with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can call her, you can DM a chick, and next thing you know, oh, that's my man, that's my boo.
my
You know what I'm
man.
saying? See, like
Oh
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Like that's how it goes or whatnot. And you know, just like, and next thing you know, like, oh, that's not my man, that's not my chick. Next thing you know, you got a restraining order. You going to court, motherfucker. You get child support. Like you
Aren't
fighting
you
her
married?
brothers and shit. Like you know, I'm just telling about what I have seen before in my life.
Yeah, he won't
You know what I'm
always
saying?
marry. You
This
act like
is
that man came out
this
the
is what
womb
I
married.
have seen.
You feel
Just
me?
saying,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
gotta
This
have a
is
balance of them all. So I'm trying to see how you juggling
Oh
all of these. I
shit.
mean,
you know,
Hey.
you I mean, I seen motherfuckers with like 5 and 6 bitches, you know what I'm saying? You know, ain't just
oh, see, that's why the camera went out. See, Lord, God don't like ugly.
Like,
God
you
God
know
don't
what I'm
like
saying?
ugly.
It's just how it is, you know. I mean, like, you know, like you take that motherfucking line and he's a goddamn line of the pride, you know. But how many fucking liners he got? He got about 5 or 6 liners. So, you know, it's pimping and
We're
simping,
not
you know
going
what I'm
down
saying?
this
That's
road
how I
again.
feel, you know.
I'm gonna tell a secret.
get to it.
What women don't know about men is we have certain pet peeves. So she meet all the criteria, but she just got a pet peeve that I don't like.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like really, it bothers me to the core. I like her overall, but this pet
Give me an
peeve.
example, Nick.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Got him. Got him.
damn. All right. For instance, hold on. Give me a minute. 'Cause I don't wanna. You feel me? I got.
No, I'm gonna get one. Fuck that. No, fuck that. I'm gonna give you a pet peeve, yo. I'm gonna give you a pet peeve, Brittany.
Okay.
When you ask a man a question and he answers it, and you always gotta follow up with something that negates what the hell I just said.
Oh my God.
Pet peeve. Don't ask me some shit, and then when I tell you some shit, but why you gotta be all that? Why I gotta do it like that? Why the fuck did you ask me? You feel me? And I think that goes to the question. This is why it's hard for motherfuckers to commit, because some women are just naturally difficult. You cannot have an answer. I can give you an answer that makes sense. I can think about it. I can be like, yo, babe, that's the best way to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should try like this. You ain't have no clue in the world how to do none of this shit. But as soon as I say something, it's, well, I don't know about that. What the fuck did you ask me for? You feel me?
I get
That's a
upset
good.
then.
That's a
I can
pet
take
peeve.
that. Okay.
So every time I tell my shorty, not even what's best for her, but like what I think if she come to me, she always brush it off. But when somebody else tell her the same thing, she with it.
My God.
Shit.
And she act like it's the best.
Yo.
For me,
Yo.
that's one of the biggest for me. I swear to God,
Yo.
Nick. Oh my God, dog.
Yo.
Yo, son.
It's getting real in here, man.
So that's
It's
one of
getting
the
real in this
biggest.
motherfucker.
That's one of the biggest for me, bro. Because
But that pet peeve is not
definitely
stopping you from committing, though. I don't want y'all to get away from the question.
No, but it does though.
Yeah.
No,
That's
but
the
wait,
aha. It really
But
does.
on the level of commitment
never
that
listen.
You
that
won't.
she's
And I'm
requiring.
always
Yeah.
right. And you go to the next person for them to label me right. What am I even gonna deal with you for?
Right.
That part.
and then come back and tell you what the other person said, like you ain't just told their ass that 24 hours ago.
Literally.
And fellas, I'm gonna give y'all the game.
But
I'm gonna give y'all the game to that goofy shit. You know how you get around this? The way you tell a woman something and she don't want to listen to you and she got hear from her friends. Stop saying it in the form of a statement. Ask them a question and make them think it's their idea. It works every fucking time. So if she come to you, I swear to God, bro. I swear, bro. I'm telling you some real shit here, bro. You know, listen, man. Let's say, baby, I don't know what to do. What color you think them curtains should be? In my mind, I want you to say blue. In my mind, I know blue goes with it. I'm gonna ask 5 questions. Well, what colors are in the room the most? It's some little teal and it's some white. Then we got gray over there, and it's blue. Oh, so it's blue over there. Okay. What colors do you think would go best with that? You know what? I think I'm gonna go with blue. I think that's a good fucking idea. And keep it pushing, bro. You have to almost implant an idea into a woman's mind for her to think it's her idea. Because the moment you declare it and the shit don't work, she's only looking for someone to scapegoat accountability to. So if I can put it on your ass because you actually gave an answer, I'm never responsible for shit. So if it go
Well, I
wrong,
seen it happen with men too, so I can't even.
yeah, dudes be on some whole shit. I'm not no pushback here. No
I ain't
pushback here.
I ain't gonna front.
Bottom
All
line
I
is,
ask is-
bottom
go ahead,
line
Coop,
is,
go ahead.
men got options. Men got a lot more options than motherfucking women. That's the bottom line of the whole statement right there.
No, boy.
That's
Don't know
it,
about
man.
that, big
You know what
dog.
I'm saying?
Let's lay on her
You
back.
do. We got
Simps.
way more options. That's it.
They got there's a lot of simps out here, but
That part.
I ain't gonna front. All our answers been circumstantial, right? They've been circumstantial situations and personalities. But I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. Women represent change and men represent stability. So, example, if me and you vibing and we fuck on the weekends, we go out to fuck on the weekends, and I'm good with that. I represent stability. I can deal with that for however long you can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? What happens is women can deal with that at first until that emotional thing happened to y'all, because y'all represent change. Y'all changed by the weather. Y'all changed by the draw. So we've been doing this for a year. Now all of a sudden you want more. Now you didn't discuss to me that you want more. Your inside, your feeling about me or about yourself has changed. So now women expect us men to the same time y'all on every time y'all get this feeling. Y'all expect us to be on the same damn time y'all on. 1 week you felt this way, next month you felt the other way, and 2 months later you felt a different way. Y'all expect us to be on that same time frame that y'all on, where that's not how we are as men. We represent stability. We can deal with the same situation like Strata said. If we got a goal and we know we got 300 days to reach that goal, for 300 days we're going to do the same shit every day until we get to that goal.
That part.
Y'all change, man. Females change like the fucking season in North Carolina. You gotta walk out, you gotta wear Tim shorts and a rain jacket in North Carolina sometimes just to be prepared for your fucking day. And that's what women represent. You know what I'm saying? That's in the nutshell to everybody, though.
Yo, Brittany got some shit. So we're gonna get to the next question, man, because she was on one, fellas. I'm just giving y'all fair warning, dog. Like, she was on one. All right.
Serve her purpose.
Yeah. Like, no, she did this. Can the side chick become the main and y'all be faithful to her? I'm going to repeat the question. Can the side chick become the main and y'all be faithful to her? Holy shit. And who are we going to go to first with this one? I'm looking at faces. Brittany, you pick. Who you want to answer this?
Any, meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna go with Woody.
Woody, what you got?
You said,
and I got this question from another podcast.
Can the side chick become the main and y'all be faithful to her? So can the side chick upgrade and become the main chick and you be faithful to the side that's not a main?
I mean, that circumstantial, but yeah, I would say that there could be a possibility, and I would say it could be a possibility in the circumstance where maybe, you know, the main chick knows about, I mean, the side chick knows about the main chick, but she like, you know, I'm just down for you. I want to be with you. Like, I don't feel like y'all gonna work out. You've been telling me that you ain't, like, you know what I'm saying, woo to woo, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna play my position till I get my spot, woo to woo. And you know what I'm saying, if things don't work out, yeah, she up. She next in line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta even get out on the dating line and nothing. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Got one in the tuck.
You know? So yeah, in that circumstance, but if Shorty is like both of us is cheating on each other and all that, nah. You ain't upgrade. You just gonna say the side chick. I'm gonna find me another chick and I'm gonna just keep what I got going on with you going on.
So what I'm hearing is you want your side chick to be loyal to you. She can't have nobody else, right? Is that what I just heard?
Absolutely. It's a double standard. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I didn't say that, but I said if the shorty, that's what she wanted. That's how in my book how you would get elevated. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. Okay.
No,
I'm gonna keep it tall.
I don't know. It depends. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna give you a solid yes. I think the side chick can be upgraded to the main chick, but I'm gonna give you context. And again, with these answers, fellas, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna answer the question, and then we're gonna add our context afterwards, right? So my answer to your question is yes, a side chick can become the main and will be faithful. But here's the caveat. If you're a side chick and you with a dude and he got an old lady, it's your job to study that man and that woman. See, this is what a lot of women get wrong. You think that because all you gotta do is suck and fuck him and you ain't gotta deal with his issues, that it's okay for you to just lay in the cut, give him some pussy, and everything will be cool. The problem with that is you don't spend the time and the nuances to strike when timing presents itself. So let's say him and the main joint break up. Now it's just y'all two fucking, and he ain't really looking for nobody. Now a true side chick would know what he needs to step into the main role. The problem is a lot of women, I think, they like to covet what ain't theirs, and then when you get in that role, you flake. So in a lot of ways, you'll listen to me explain to you what I don't like about my main joint, and then you'll turn into her. You feel me? Because I think every side chick got a window to where the dude is not with the main no more. And it's just y'all two. Maybe it might be for a week. It might be for a few days. But I think that dudes that are playing in that realm, you got a window as a side chick. But I think what you do in that window determines whether you can be the main and he be faithful.
Right.
Hey, can
I'm
I
muted.
add something to that?
Yes, sir.
Like, and sometimes that, like you say, when that little breakup happened and we do, link up with the side chick for a couple days or a week or two or something, it could reaffirm, like, you know what? Ain't no difference. I'm gonna just do better. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but to answer the question, I feel like, yeah, the side chick could become the main chick in certain circumstances. Yeah.
And I'm gonna add a little bit. My bad. Go ahead, Bino. I ain't gonna hold the question. I'll wait. I'll come back around to it. Go ahead, bro.
Look, man. Oh, yeah, the side chick could definitely get upgraded to the main chick, but I want to put some context behind it. But fellas, just know you cannot have an off day. When that side chick become the main chick, you can't even have an off day. If you have a tired day where you missed that call, if you have a day where your phone broke, if you had a day, anything that could happen, just know you're gonna go through hella back, because that side chick don't never fully trust that man, even when they become the main chick, because they know where they was at. They know at any given time a side chick can be in the cut just like they was in the cut. So it could work, but will it be healthy? Hell no. Hell no.
And I'm gonna add something else to that, bro. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. There's another thing. A lot of side chicks don't understand that you only getting the good portion of that man. A lot of the headaches that he go through with his old lady, you don't see. You don't see him on a daily. You only getting the best parts of him, bro. Putting on his best cologne. Y'all going to the best hotels and fucking. Y'all grabbing the best food because he's using you as a break. But a lot of side chicks, what they fuck up on is when you become the main, you ain't had 100% of this dude. You only had the 30% that was good. And so I think a lot of side chicks will even take themselves out of the race by not knowing that you're only dealing with a piece of this nigga. And 9 times out of 10, it's the best piece. And for him, the same thing. He's getting the best pieces of you. You showing up, you look fine, you smell good, you got the great lingerie on. As soon as he upgrades you to main, what you do? You go back to the granny panties. You feel me? You back on your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got the nigga now. Real talk. Are we talking tonight? We gonna get to some shit tonight. You feel me? Wardy, what you have for me, brother? Then we'll go to Coop.
Who's on?
Let me go to you, Wardy, and then we'll go to Coop.
Oh, Coop, go ahead. Coop, go ahead. I'll wait my turn.
What you got, Coop? I see you writing. It's getting real.
I mean, just what you said. If there is a side chick or anything like that, she's not going to get the good morning, the good night. She gonna always just get the best parts of you. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't think that a side chick will be faithful, or you would be faithful if you got a side chick, or I don't think it's possible, because y'all already had that standard that y'all gonna be fucking around on the side or whatnot, and and just like you said, once you start seeing, or he starts seeing the other parts of you, in your day-to-day life, they're not gonna want they just gonna want that 1 or 2 hours that they spend with you, or that that day they spend with you. They're not gonna want to be paying no bills or going through your finances or picking you up from work and dealing with your stress and your depression. They don't want that shit. They just want the happy part of you. You know what I'm saying? It just like they just need to just stay in that role. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you do, leave your main chick and go to another chick, then that side chick would just be right there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she want. I mean, I have met plenty of men and women who in that same situation, and there's always that side woman, but they will go on to another relationship, but they would still be fucking with that one chick. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't carry on um what they had on the side to like the main course. That's you know what I'm saying, that's two different lives right there.
Yeah,
That's two different lives. So I definitely agree on what you said right there.
for sure. Brittany, what you thinking?
I'm,
How the
I'm
man
telling you,
sound there?
look, I ain't held no sign up, so y'all, I feel like y'all telling the truth.
Hey, fellas, it's about to get real, man. I'm telling you, the levels of this shit is crazy. So, the next question: why are men so insecure?
Some men.
Okay, why are some men insecure? Um,
Hey, I got a question. When you mean insecure, like what are you trying to say?
yeah, Brittany, give us some more context, yo,
Yeah.
because these niggas like, oh, what the fuck you talking about?
You talk about when y'all go out half naked and why we cuss y'all out when y'all go out to the club half naked. You talk about that type of insecure.
Yeah, give us an
Right,
example of
like
a man being
like
insecure.
you got right. You might have a bad chick and she about to, oh hell no, you made a wrong at that because I don't want men looking at you. I'm like, why you insecure? Like, if you already know I'm coming back home to you, you the only one touching this. Like, why is it a problem? You know what I'm saying? For
Why y'all
me
don't
to
wear
look
the
like
same clothes with your man when y'all go out? Why do y'all always pick to wear that shit on girls' night out? Why you don't put the same type of half naked stuff on when you going out on a date?
I mean, if you talking to me, I will. I would do it on both. So yeah. So I can't speak on me because I do it on both. Cause we might, well, you probably see my post, but we might be late because we had some fun. You know what I'm saying? So it just like I said, but you got some men that just like no. Like, it's don't, why you post that picture? Oh, you had your pussy print showing, or why you got this, your cleavage hanging out. Like, I'm
I
like,
got
you
you.
know,
I
someone,
got you,
you
Brittany.
know what I'm saying? So to that
I'm
aspect.
about to give you some game. Watch this shit.
All
All
right.
right. So, Brittany, what's your dream car?
My dream car, Mercedes, I guess. Yeah.
Mercedes?
hmm
Run about 60, 70,000, right? Something like
Right.
that.
hmm
75 with the kit, depending on if you want
Yeah.
to get the lips on it, right? So
Right.
you get your money up. You got your
hmm
75,000. You go to the dealership. Bruh's like, here's your car, right? You ride around in your Mercedes, motherfuckers. It's like, oh shit, there go Brittany. She on her shit. How would you feel if while you was in the store or you out with your homegirls, somebody put a permanent for sale sign on your fucking windshield? What do you think will happen to that car? If you put a for sale sign on that car that you love, your Mercedes, how do you think the world's going to receive that? Let me ask that question first.
I
And I'm going
guess
somewhere
like,
with this.
yeah, I'm gonna say I can already about see where you're going with it, but you say it like it's available. Like, hey, shoot your shot, tell me your price, do whatever, so that way I can see if I want to test drive it or whatever. Tell me all the perks that it got or whatnot.
This is how men feel about their women. You all are things that we have strived for. We built the confidence to talk to y'all. We got y'all. We fuck with y'all. But you are ours. And sometimes how you present yourself to the world, sometimes inadvertently, men is just trying to make sure you're not putting that for sale sign back in the window, bro. And how you dress, what you post on social media, all of this to the average man mind is only thinking about fucking. In his mind, you just put a for sale sign on that. I'm going to come see about it. I'm going to ask, hey, how much that going for, bro? And so to y'all, I think that it ain't necessarily insecurity. I think men are proactive because we know with most men, there's a low threat of violence, meaning in your mind, you want to look cute for me and we going out on a date. But what happens if a dude slap your ass? Now me and this dude at a crossroads, especially if I'm with you. And if he's that rude to disrespect you and me, then that already lets me know where you at with it. So it might go up. You feel me? I think a lot of times dudes, it might come off as insecure, but I think that they're being proactive because they see something that might not be as noticeable to you in the moment, right? Because we're reading the room. Men always read the room. I don't know if I'm no dudes on this panel do it, but I don't ever sit with my back to the door. Right? How I walk with my lady, she's always on my inside. Like I'm always in constant protective mode when I'm around my old lady. So what you wear is just another form of me to protect you from what's outside of us. I don't mind having a good time. I don't mind you looking good, but I think there's a way to do sexy without it looking like a for sale sign on you.
I had to actually explain that to a female that I dated before in the past on the back to the door situation. Like, I'm like, nah, you sit here, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna sit, you know, facing the door. And the first thing, oh, you want to see what's coming in and out? You want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
I mean, I know I probably said the same thing.
I think the understanding of each other is at an all-time low. I ain't even thinking about who coming in and out that door. I'm thinking about it for protective reasons,
right?
Not for eye gouging reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it. We out on a date. I'm cutting my motherfucking steak. Dude come in here and bop my head. You know what I'm saying? I get bop across the head. I'm like, oh shit. Now you looking at me like I'm a bitch. I can't even outlive it. You feel me? Like, brother got the drop on me. And every time you get mad, oh, you ain't do that shit, that motherfucker to knock your head like across the head when you was eating that steak. You feel me? Like y'all be keeping score of that shit. Like,
yeah, we gonna let you live it down.
Trained to go. Simple as that.
I want to say this. So going back to what Bino said, Brittany, do you consider? I mean, is it considered insecure that I feel some type of way that you're wearing this provocative outfit? That's considered insecure?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What I'm saying is, if you up here, I guess like you need to take that off. Like I don't want guys looking at you. Like I feel like guys gonna look regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like you can wear a simple form-fitting dress, even if it's no titties hanging out, it's just hugging your curves. They gonna look regardless. So what I put to go in a nun suit? You know what I'm saying? Like. I mean, I don't know.
Extremes, boy.
Exactly.
Yeah, love them extremes.
So why you got to put on this extra stuff to entice it and multiply this shit by 100? Like they gonna.
Okay, what's extra? What's extra?
Every outfit that y'all wear these days to go out with, like everything damn near these days. The popular outfit is skin showing, see-through, ass hanging, titty, what you call it, cleavage. Everything y'all wear, you know what's going on today.
If it says shit,
a veil, all it is a veil. Like you can see through it and everything.
That's thirst trapping.
So nothing's left to imagination anymore. That's pretty much what y'all saying.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think that. Go ahead, Woody.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like if a woman, like me personally, I don't mind if whatever my woman feel comfortable wearing. You know what I'm saying? Like while we together, like you know what I'm saying? Like you, whatever you like to wear, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to express yourself in that way. But I feel like if a woman, I feel like she should really only feel comfortable enough to do that because she know that I'm with you and I ain't gonna accept no disrespect from you. You know what I'm saying? Like so, but when you go out on your own and you know what type of attention that brings, I feel like a woman is looking for your future and your competition in some type of way. Like she's setting up like, oh, she know like mad dudes of all calibers gonna holler at her, and she can be very selective of like, oh, there you go. I'm gonna set him in over here to the side. Let this nigga fuck up if he want to, like you know what I'm saying. And then that's why, like, and if that's not why, that's what's in my head. You know what I'm saying? Why you feel comfortable enough wearing that when you know what kind of attention you're gonna get, and you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you my girl, and I do feel confident enough that I feel like we got a better, a better relationship to where somebody just offering to be with you at on a short time. Nerds can't just come in and swoop you like, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's always checkered. I mean, chess, bro. You know what I'm saying? You go out looking like that, somebody gonna say something that you like, and you might like, I'm gonna put that in the bag. Like, I mean, you can do that without wearing clothes. A woman had that capability, like we said last show, but I mean, that's extra though. You know, you might attract somebody else that you wouldn't attract. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so
Okay. So what I'm understanding, as long as with your man is okay, is when you going out with your girl, stick with the basics.
Yeah,
For me,
I ain't gonna say the base. You get snazzy a little bit. You ain't got the damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the coochie print showing. I don't mind it, like a little cleavage, but like I don't
yeah.
want nobody to know how fat your coochie is. That's just me. Like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that
bro.
camel toe don't
That
want hanging
camel
out. Okay.
toe,
I
like,
don't
you
want
feel
that.
me? Nah, for
The
real,
thing about
bro.
it, most of the time when y'all go out with y'all girls, or when females go out with y'all girls and wear that type of stuff, y'all only do it when it's a distressed situation in the relationship. It's not like y'all do it on when y'all at the high of the relationship. You do it
Piss
when y'all
us off.
at that
Yeah.
rough patch. That's when you do it. You don't do it like, oh, babe, y'all had a great year and you want to go out one night. Because when you do that, you go to your man like, babe, what you think about this? You actually ask for his opinion.
And that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
But
it's
when y'all in that rough patch situation, like, I don't give a fuck. I know I ain't gonna talk to nobody anyway. But you don't create the illusion of options for yourself. That's unnecessary, man. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
It feel like blatant disrespect.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. Any
okay.
follow up, Brittany?
Nah, I'll take it. I'll take that.
Okay, we gonna go to the next one, fellas. Let's keep it pushing. Hold on, I think we got a comment. Let's see. Tyrell says, "Look at a man who won't be insecure when a woman provides security to a man, and vice versa. A man won't be insecure when a woman provides security to her man." That makes sense. That insecurity is something that is transactional. So if you are, with a man that you are securing him, saying you giving him assurance and he's giving it back, insecurity kind of disappears. I totally agree with that, bro. That makes sense. All right, so
Hey,
here's
but
another one.
Will Smith did say you got to make yourself happy. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
You got your happiness shouldn't rely on somebody else.
Someone
And,
else.
if you are insecure, then it's probably coming from projecting from something that you see within, though. So they got to keep it all the way a band. You feel me?
That's real. The next question: why is being faithful so hard for so many? Coop, I'm coming to you. What you got?
All right. Well, what's being faithful? Is it like what's faithful?
Wait a
Like
minute.
is it me talking to another female or saying having female friends or fucking
Well, it
females like
depends. I mean, you saw
because
so.
because I have seen in this generation that there's motherfuckers out here that got open relationships. You know what I'm saying? There's motherfuckers out here who swingers and shit. Like, saying for it to be hard, I just think it's the way that they was brought up. It's their background, you know what I'm saying, for you to be faithful. Like motherfuckers gonna fuck regardless of who they are, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you worried about somebody being faithful, then you know what I'm saying, you got some shit you gotta worry about your damn self. You got some personal issues that you gotta worry about. You know what I'm saying? If I'm worried if I'm going against another motherfucker as far as racing or anything like that, and I think he gonna win, then that makes me believe that I don't have confidence in myself. You know what I'm saying? So like that faithful shit to me is just like, it's just more of a personal problem. More, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit doesn't. I don't fall in that category, but that's something that I don't worry about at all because you know what I'm saying, I got my shit on straight. But if it does happen, it happens. Nigga, I'm not gonna kill my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get up the next motherfucking day and try to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? Be a better husband or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily worry about my woman going out fucking. If she do, I got bills I got to pay. I got a family I got to fucking raise. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't worried about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? That's younger day shit.
Cool. That's you. She said.
Yeah. That's me. I'm just that's just me. I'm right. You're
Right.
right, but you're right, but we all
It's
different.
hard for us to be faithful.
Man,
Yeah.
y'all need to start worrying about that shit, man. Motherfuckers gonna fuck. They gonna fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be. Just like Brittany said the other day.
Wait a minute. I know you motherfucker.
I know she
I
said
got
the
to
other
wait
day
that
you
back
need to
up.
open to an open relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't worry about that type of stuff. It's 2023 these days, man. Motherfuckers gonna do what motherfuckers gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about it. You
I
know?
got a question of clarity about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
can you define? So, like, is Are we talking about not cheating, or are we talking about always holding you down? Like, are you talking about like in any situation? If you call me, I
We
got
talking about
you.
this.
If you
That
need
we
me,
talking
I
about.
got you.
Yeah, not doing that with
So
somebody
you talking?
else.
So you call faithful. Long as I don't cheat with no other woman, but I don't do nothing for you. I don't motivate you. I don't do nothing for you
But
or
that's
nothing
something
like that.
different. That's something
That's
different. We ain't talking about providing and doing all that. We just talking about being faithful.
Straight infidelity.
like, but
Straight
that's what I'm
infidelity.
saying. But so faithful is only not cheating with
And
another
this
person.
question, yes, it is only about not cheating.
Okay. You you said why is it so hard for them? It seems like it's always been hard for men not to cheat. It seems like that's our nature.
Right.
And America is the only place. Well, I ain't gonna say the only. European nations really are the only place where men can't have multiple women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or it's not looked upon as acceptable in the society. Like, men have it's way more women in the world than men anyway. So if you're trying to pair up one for one, it's gonna be a lot of lonely, miserable women that want men. Like,
Not
so if a
necessarily, because
man
we
is
got some that
capable
like
and
women and all that, so you can't worry about that no more.
say what now?
I said you got some that like each other. They don't want a man, so you can't worry about that because some are gonna pair with each other.
It's still
Numbers still gonna
disproportionate.
over.
I'm
It's still
trying
gonna
to
be
tell
them
you,
lonely
it's
ass
still
ones out there. It's
disproportionate.
like
So, but
it's
what
like
I'm
Thank you.
saying
See, the
is,
person in the comments says not hard, it's a
Yeah.
decision. See,
Shout out to my
that's what I'm
mentor
saying.
Akil. He said it's not hard, it's a decision.
Thank you.
hard. But decisions are hard though. It's easy
but
and
that's what
hard
I'm
to do.
saying.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. I think that the reason why it's easy for a man to get distracted from being faithful is the illusion of options. Bino talked about it. I talk about it a lot. We live in a time to where there's so many things that seem to be available that just aren't. And so a lot of times the fear of missing out, we call it FOMO when you're trading. When you're doing Forex trading, it's called FOMO. The fear of missing out. The idea that you think that if I could have stayed in that trade a little longer, I could have got more money. Or what's happening in the market when you already made your money for the day, right? This goes to the fear of thinking you're missing out. And I think that a lot of times as people, the choice to stay, the decision to stay with someone becomes muddied up based on where y'all are in a relationship. So if we're in a slump and I have the illusion of options, I might be more tempted to go test my hand back in the market. You feel what I'm saying? And so I don't think it has a lot to do with it being hard to be faithful versus you all recommitting to each other over and over, right? And I think that when you start talking about infidelity, ladies, this is just some free game. Men will give you cues. We give you signs. We say things all the time to let you know that this shit ain't all the way going the way you think it is. Right? I just think that we've lost touch with each other so much that when it comes to being faithful, or when a guy decides it's hard to be, it's because he's already made up in his mind that it doesn't make enough sense to be faithful to you. And I think that guys do have a problem with committing and just telling her like you ain't it and just leaving her. So I'll give you that. But I think that it's the illusion of options that makes it hard, because you think something out there is better than what you got that might not even be out there for real.
All right, I got a go ahead, Ben.
And look, and to bounce off what you said, when we talk about being faithful in any situation, we basically talking about, well, if you married, it's a written contract. But if you're not married, we talking about basically a verbal contract, a verbal agreement, right? Whether y'all have an open relationship or not, it's still faithfulness within an open relationship, because y'all had to have communication and stuff outside whatever y'all do, right? So in these contracts that we know, it's clauses in contracts that you have to uphold, right? We can talk about any type of contract. We talk about NBA contract. They'll get $50 million, but within that contract is these clauses. If they don't do this, if they don't do that, it could be a breach within that contract of what was agreed upon. So when you're dealing with a relationship, when we just saying being faithful, we got to understand that we got to help each other be faithful, because women cheat more than men actually, based on numbers. So they just get away with it more as well. You know what I'm saying? Nobody falls out. So hey yo, it's gotta believe the facts. Gotta believe the facts. The facts is out there.
Yeah.
So when we talk about these contracts and these agreements, like when we going through these slumps, we got to know to get ourselves out that slump because that option of them illusions, them options of illusions is going to be out there, and you got to protect yourself. You got to protect each other from that. You only can do that within each other. So y'all fighting and you don't want to forgive them, you still give them a hard time, whatever the case may be. When he go out there, it might be another NBA team that's going to say, hey, look, you come to this team, it's going to be a better team. We give you more money. We treat you better. You have to know that's what's going on. So you got to help each other out, not being faithful, man. Being faithful. So
I'm gonna keep it real, man. Go ahead, Woody. I'll come up
Quick
later.
question though. Just say like, even when you're in the market, right? And the market is still going on, and it's still potential for money to be made in the market. Like if you get out of the market, just say you reach your goal and you get out of the market. Just say, man, you on the same team, and we put. I mean, like you taught me how to trade, so I trade like you, basically. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna be trading, and you like, bro, I done made my mark. I'm gonna get out. I'm like, man, I'm gonna stay in a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? And I do booming. I get like, you be like, you did what type of numbers a day? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't, to me, it's like you are missing potential though. Like, because if you stay in and be smart about your trades, you can potentially make more money as long as you stay in. You know what I'm saying? And be smart about it. So that's like, I understand the concept of fear of missing out, just like in you know what I'm saying, and talking about the cheating. Like, if you don't look, you won't find it. You know what I'm saying? But if you do look, you probably gonna find, you know what I'm saying, something that you know what I'm saying, you willing to. Well, some people don't care about like making it willing to risk it all for, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you looking for it, you'll probably find it. Like, so.
I like it. I think Akil brings up a good point. How you do one thing will show up in other places in one life. This is a good conversation to help us all get better. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is too, Brittany, and I'm gonna bring it back to like real real relationships, people that can really take something from this. I think a lot of times as couples, you're stagnant because y'all ain't shooting for shit. There is no immediate goal. There is no 3-week plan. There is no 1 month plan. There's no 3-month plan. Y'all ain't planning towards nothing. Y'all are just existing and fucking. And so it's easy for me to stray off the goal if there's no goal. We ain't shooting for nothing together. So I'm going to take my eye off the ball. Like, I played baseball for a little bit when I was younger, and they used to put me in the fucking outfield knowing that back then them boys couldn't hit that ball that far. I'll be out in that bitch daydreaming. I'm just looking around like, shit, I got my glove. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready if it comes. But it's easy to just kind of take your eye out the game because it's like, bro, I'm back here just chilling. Like, ain't shit going on. And so I think that the faithfulness goes to distraction because you and the person you with, y'all aren't focused on anything together. And so it's almost like y'all two individuals that are just fucking. And so it's easy to get distracted from the outside world because there is no commitment. There is no marks and milestones in a relationship.
So you're saying like he gets distracted because he see this woman over here who might be about to start her own business and that's interesting to him. Is that what you're saying?
No.
And now, what do you mean? Like,
what I'm saying is I think that as couples, that y'all don't set any goals. And so anything that seems outside, that seems, like you said, may have a little bit more drive, she might have a shit more together, my eye's going to wonder because I'm with you and we ain't got nothing going on. We're just existing. Like, our biggest conversation and goal is figuring out what the fuck we gonna eat tonight.
Right.
You feel me? Like we ain't building towards nothing.
The competition is real out here. The competition is real out here. Get your shit up together.
Keep that shit spicy.
Women out here.
Yeah.
These women out here, they're coming for your man. They're coming for you. So you better get your shit together.
Brittany.
I mean, but you can't say keep it spicy because you can have somebody who does keep it spicy and they just might have just want a taste for something else. Like,
that's
why?
I mean, I don't even think it's about the sex. I think it's really about women need to understand that men are natural problem solvers. And sometimes we like having shit that we can tinker with and figure out. We love to naturally figure out shit. So if in your mind, you like, babe, we getting a little big. All right, but in 2 weeks, I want us to be down 10 pounds. You get down or 3 pounds. If you get down 3 pounds, I get down 3 pounds. I'm gonna do that little special thing you like doing. You feel me? Like, and I know that seems petty, but I think that like that's what keeps the attention of the man long enough to keep his eyes from wandering because he like, yo, I got plans with my old lady. You feel me? Like we love listening to this music, but again, Wale, I've been making plans. That shit, it goes to something bigger. But I think that a lot of relationships, there are no small goals that lead to nothing bigger. So y'all are just existing together. Just my opinion.
Absolutely, keep it spicy. We like I said, that's keep it spicy. We ain't just talking about that's keeping it spicy. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel what I'm saying? Can't just come home every day and just especially for a man, like you know what I'm saying. But
Anybody want to add something else to it? What you got, Nick? Like you trying to come off the mic?
It's been so back and forth. I don't forgot the question. What
It's at the bottom.
It's at the bottom.
The front of the question, like
why is being faithful so hard for so many?
Well, it's an opinionated question, period. But some of us was taught wrong. Like for instance, I'm gonna give myself an example. When I started, I was taught to have multiple women, so I had multiple women got kids, strung out everywhere with multiple women. Huh?
Yeah, keep going. You gave me some real shit. You gave me some real shit, Nick.
Multiple places by multiple women. Like, I was taught wrong. I was raised. I was in the street early. I was raised by my grandmother. My grandma couldn't teach me the facts of life, so I followed the leading nigga in my neighborhood. He fucked bitches. Shit, I feel like I look better than him, so I can fuck bitches too. You feel me? So shit, that shit carried on in life. It kept carrying on to a point it got hard for me to even commit. Shit, I had to sit the fuck down somewhere because all in all, I'm the only one getting hurt in the end. I'm steady losing good women because I'm bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So all in all, some of us was raised wrong. I don't know why other niggas do it, but I started wrong.
Thank you, Nick.
That's fair.
I should have got me one with a hand clap on it. Yeah, there you go.
I get nigga hand clap.
You right. When you want to go to the foundation of it, he absolutely right. You want to get to the base of the whole shit, man. For real.
I like it. Now, this one was an interesting question. It's a two-part question. It was asked, is it toxic to test your partner in a relationship? And how do you test your partner's love? Is it toxic to test your partner in a relationship? And if not, how do you test your partner's love?
Well, I believe that it can be toxic. It cannot be toxic, But I really don't want to touch on that. But I would say that over time, what I'm saying, your love will get tested naturally. You just got to give it time. You know what I'm saying? Like I can share you a story that I told people plenty of times before. Is that I don't wear a wedding ring, right? And I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you the reason why I don't wear a wedding ring. I was ashamed why what happened back in I think 2014, right? This is the story. Uh, I got out of the Navy for medical reasons, and I was struggling real bad, and I woke up one day, and the lights wasn't on, and I was like, well, how do I turn on the lights? Well, I looked at my wedding ring, and I pawned my wedding ring in for like $500 or whatnot, and my wife, she looked at me and she was like, I can't believe you did that. Well, I had to do that. And from that moment, I think I put groceries on the table. I was able to put gas in the car or whatnot. And I was able to look forward from that position. After that position, I was able to go over and beyond. And she stuck by me. I wasn't even contributing nothing into the household. And she stuck by me. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I don't wear a red and wing today because it reminded me of a time that, that I did that or whatnot. And I look back and was that a test? Was that a natural test for her, for me? You know what I'm saying? Those type of things will happen in your life. And when you cross those paths, you will know that you always got someone that you can always love and depend on. You know what I'm saying? So I being trying to test somebody and testing somebody, I don't know, if that is toxic in a way, but you know what I'm saying. But naturally, it will happen. You will get tested out here in these relationships, and I think those are the breaking points of a lot of relationships. You know, you just got to keep
Sure.
fighting. You know, this shit is not easy. You know, it's hard at times or whatnot, but you know what I'm saying, being tested can have a little bit more strain on it, you know what I'm saying? Because you know in your heart that you truly love this person, and it's gonna come a time where, like one year, nigga, I was getting airlifted in a helicopter because I was fucked up on a motorcycle and I wrecked. You know what I'm saying? My wife was right there with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things in life that's going to test you, and you have to be able to be there for each other.
Gotcha. So
I agree.
Shakidra, she states, I think it's really toxic to test relationships. That's like those crimes the police set up just to charge innocent people.
I
I
agree,
think
man.
that's a fair point.
I'm like, cool. I think you should just let life naturally test your love because 9 times out of 10, when you intentionally test somebody else's love, you're testing them because you're testing them out of a traumatized place. You're testing them out of an insecurity place. You're not testing them for good reasons. You're testing them because something about you that's not whole, something about you that's something going on mentally with you. So just let's let natural life test the relationship out on its own because we test it from our own from intentionally. We're not testing the love out of a good place. We're not. You know what I'm saying? We coming from already a dark place anyway, man.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Right. Go ahead.
I think that if you reach the point in your relationship with anybody, be it sexual or a committed relationship, if you feel the need to test it, you fucked up. One of two things done happen. Either you realize you chose wrong, or they've done something to where you no longer trust how far y'all gonna go. That's first part. Second part, I think the question test should be replaced with vet. So women, men, women control access to sex, right? And so before you go to sleeping with these guys, all of the tests or vetting that you should do should happen prior to y'all getting too deep to turn back. And I think a lot of times, based on when you test a man, might determine the result. So if we a month in and you're gonna send your homegirl to slide my inbox, if I don't take you serious, I might fuck your homegirl. Now that doesn't make me a bad person because if my mind, if I'm not really committed to you and we just being casual and you set me up for a test, you might not like the result. But take the same test and put us 2 years in a relationship. I might be like, yo, what's up with your homegirl? Blah, 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 blah. So I think that the problem with tests is there are no guaranteed results, and you're setting yourself up to possibly be disappointed. So before you get to the point where you feel like you got to test somebody, vet and make sure that you're picking right before you have to test them. But if that's in your mind, you with the wrong motherfucker to begin with, in my opinion.
Right, and I mean the tests don't always have to be about sex. I think I seen one post somebody said like the man act like he left his wallet or didn't have it, so the girl he was with, he was like, "Well, are you able to pay dinner?" And it was like $150 tab or something like that, and she was like, "Yeah, no problem." Then saying that like, "Oh, dang, you know what I'm saying?" And she paid it, and I think for the end of the night, I think he gave her like $400 or something I was reading. So it's just like even. Yeah, so like stuff like that could be considered a test too, to see if that person is willing to, you know what I'm saying, hold you down even when they might not even be fully committed but want to be committed, but let them know like, hey, I got you.
And that's what Strata talk about. He did that when they was first dating. He vetted.
Right.
He didn't wait until they was 2 years, and he did it when they was first dating to see what type of women she would be for long term.
Right.
So it goes back to what Strata just said, yo.
Yeah, I think vetting is a better question than testing, and I think that should happen before y'all have committed to something. Let's see. Well, this is a good one. I think this could be more for women than men, but we're gonna ask the fellas. Why do some men feel like they must have a roster even if they're not having sex? Why do some men feel like they must have a roster even if they're not having sex?
I ain't gonna have no roster and not have sex. So I'm gonna I don't know what.
You know what you got, Nick? Oh shit! What you got, Nick? I can't hear you, brother. Can't hear you. We'll come back to you and see if I can unmute you. Try it now, bro.
He muted.
Yeah, let me unmute you. Still can't hear you, brother. All right.
He said, never mind.
Like he had something good.
And
All
then
right.
you go out and come back in.
Yeah, pop out, come back in, bro. So why do some men feel like they must have a roster even if they're not having sex? I think that I don't know. I
don't think women know men very well. And some of these
Yeah.
questions are like uneducated questions about men because, like bro said, like the roster is set up for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Well, I was trying to give y'all the benefit of that. You ain't fucking all of them. I mean, so I'm like, maybe you have something you just talk to, like, you know, so we have one mess up, you just slide.
That ain't on the roster then.
Oh,
Exactly.
Okay.
They don't make, you know what I'm saying? That's different.
Yeah.
It's
See, that's what I'm
just
saying.
like,
You get y'all trying to use our lingo and then don't be, you know what I'm saying?
Using it
our
right.
lingo right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Y'all, that ain't on the roster.
Right. You ain't on the roster. You on the bench. You still in the sign of trade.
I'm about to say, what they on the waiting list?
You
They
ain't
on the waiting list.
Waiting list.
So hold on.
Nah,
Can
they
you hear
wait.
me
You
now?
know what I'm saying?
That's tryouts right there.
You feel
Yes, we
me?
can hear you now. We
Yeah,
can hear you now.
that D-League shit.
So, I mean, like, what nigga has a roster and ain't fucking them? Like, really? Hold on. Brittany, I need you to speak on this.
No, I mean, like I said, maybe I used the wrong word. I'm just trying to come up with stuff. So I'm just saying, like, you just got females you talk to. Some you fucking, some you ain't. Why do y'all feel like you have to have so many women?
I gotta ask you this. How many niggas you dealt with that you ain't feel like were fucking nobody?
None.
None.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, because they say they single, but I'm like, are you single? Like they say you be in green with balls type single or what?
No, like this nigga just started on social media. He 18. He definitely a virgin. He ain't got no home. He just putting it up. Got their on their Instagrams and shit. You feel me? Like, I don't know. That won't feasible.
I got an answer to that question. It's very simple. Because a lot of women use pussy as leverage. That's why. That's why. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm not gonna fuck you. I'm not gonna fuck with you if I know that you're gonna use your pussy to you know what I'm saying, to get what you want out of me. You know what I'm saying? That's not, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fuck around with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I know that you gonna, you know, show up to my crib and shit like that, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I know you got issues, know you got problems. I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it right there.
Come over later on the weekend. Oh nah, I'm good. You told me your whole problem was running the body. Now you want to come to? Nah, I'm good. I already know what you about to try to do. Nah, I'm good.
Morris G said he late to the party. Yeah, we've been turning up in this motherfucker, man. I think I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like, just women in general. I don't know. Like, I just think that they don't. Hold on, Kevin got a good point. Let me bring up his comment. I'm gonna give my piece. Kevin said, not even a wait list sometimes. You want a female for different reasons. At times when you're just chilling, a female will dig your vibe. One thing leads to another. I think it makes an excellent point. When you got men that are still trying to figure out where they at, they kind of single for real. Like, they ain't really committed to no one woman. Coop said it earlier. He alluded to it. You might really cook. You might be good for deep conversation. You might be great for just fucking. And while men are trying to decide what makes the most sense, they'll keep a roster. And I think that sometimes when women find themselves on the floor, you part of the starting five, but you ain't realize it's 4 other ballers out this bitch. You feel me? Because we ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the coach, I put you on the floor, but damn it, you still a part of a team unit, and you get it cutting up, you'll go back on the bench. I'll trade your ass off to the boys. Like, that's just the game. You feel me? I think that's just, I think that if women are dealing with dudes that got rosters, then you are just that. You are part of the roster, and bro ain't trying to commit to shit. But I think that it's important for dudes to be transparent about that. You know what I mean?
Are women willing to work through the rock? Oh no, let me put that. Don't worry about it.
You say that for part 2. You say that for part 2.
We got part two.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down.
That one in the cut. Yeah, I like that.
Holy shit, that's one in the books. Hey, Brittany, any more questions come to mind? I don't know if I had any more in my banners. I think that was most of them. Did I get all of them?
No, you didn't, but I do have one to follow up with when we were talking about being faithful. So, say if y'all have a married person versus, or regardless, in a committed relationship, and y'all know he out there wild or whatever, do y'all as your homeboys, do y'all ever be like, yo, man, you really about to like fuck this up, mess, cause you know that he got a good lady or whatever. Do y'all ever come and be like, you know what, y'all, you need to sit the fuck down, like, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all ever do that with y'all homeboys?
Fuck
None of my
no.
business.
No, I ain't none of my business.
Fuck no.
I gotta weigh in on this. Cause
What they got in their household is what they got in their household.
you know your man, so you know if he insecure or if he's the brolic type, don't give a fuck or what. So you really don't overstep them boundaries with your mans because he gonna automatically start thinking. Not even though. See, the relationship me and Strata got, we do this. You understand what I'm saying? But I wouldn't just go to a motherfucker that I speak to once a month and be like, bro, you got a good lady. You see what I'm saying? Like, you need to, you feel me? Because you gonna feel some type of way, like, nigga, you watching my bitch?
Yeah.
Now, we ain't talking about somebody like this, yeah, I ain't talking about you just talk once a month. I'm just talking about like this is your nigga, your partner, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like your brother.
I only had one though. I only had one.
Yeah.
I'll get that confused, man. Like when a dude got a bunch of homies, don't mean y'all having heart to heart about y'all personal life. I might got a homie. If I got the homies in the hood, we drink, we smoke, and we cut up. That's what we do. We ain't sitting down on the dining room table talking about our heart to heart in the house, dog. Like, dudes don't do that like y'all. You might got one brother you do that to, like Nick said. You might got one or two if you lucky, a man that you do that with. Y'all do that with, y'all will find a new homegirl within a year. Y'all talking y'all whole goddamn relationship status, your whole life. You don't do that.
Let me tell you this, Brittany.
Right.
I want to tell you this, Brittany. Do you know how long it took me to even get the Strata to even start telling me about his personal? And I known this nigga since I was 5.
For real. That ass.
Since I was 5, I might got 2 years in on this nigga life.
Yep.
Like dead ass.
Dead
like,
ass.
And
Dead
we
ass.
from the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So it took 35, 34 years to even tap in. Like, okay, I'm gonna let this man in on my life.
Right.
Huh?
You understand?
And then,
what Bino said makes sense because we got a lot of niggas that we fuck with, but it's only a selected few that we fuck with to even voice anything personal about.
Yeah, because again,
so
back to that Bobby Womack shit. You got Bobby Womack around this motherfucker. Dude to listen to your problems, took your bitch, show up at your funeral in your suit. You feel me? Like, you gotta be careful with who you disclose that to. Janetta said, y'all been rostered for years, man. That's what a $40 can change to play. That's real shit.
The $40 came when I think during the recession or something. Y'all was just taking $40 like it was a million. That's where it comes from.
Nigga can slide 220.
I ain't never paid 40.
Hell no.
I ain't never paid nothing like that. But whoever paying 40 is crazy. Like whoever.
Yeah.
I gotta switch this shit. Now you remember back in the day, Vito, before social media, where you had to have some type of clout to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like social media, let any nigga just ease in a DM or something. That shit, he might get a chance.
That's a fact.
But visibly in public, without these phones and without this social media, that nigga couldn't fuck nothing.
That's fact.
That part.
You remember that?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about women being selective. Used to be real selective. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But let's keep it real. A lot of women, y'all be having the fucking options like what we talking about here. And a lot of times, most dudes don't even step in to be like, yo, man, you got a good one. Because in their mind, if I know my homie and he telling me all the nuances, in my mind, I already know probably 5 conversations ago, he about to leave that chick.
Uh-huh.
And it ain't nothing I'm really going to say to him to convince him otherwise. Or I know he fucking around. He going to get it right. So a lot of it, when you confide with your homeboys, they know you so well that a lot of times you got to pick your points and pick your poison. Like he might not need to hear that right now. You feel me? Like, and again, there's something I do with anybody I talk to. When they get to talking about shit, I ask them 2 questions. Do you want the vent or do you want some advice? Because that's 2 different things. Because sometimes you'll put yourself in some shit that ain't nobody asked you for. Like, I'm just venting, dog. I don't really need your opinion on it. And, you know, you don't want to make it crazy. So I make sure that I get the distinction when somebody starts talking to me. Are we venting or are we solution? Are we trying to find some solutions? Because that's 2 different conversations.
Right.
You know, I think that's
Did
real.
Netta or the ladies that's watching, did y'all have any questions?
Yeah.
Just so, I mean,
Ladies, drop your
definitely post
questions.
those up.
Yeah, ladies, bring your questions up. Because like I said, I think we ran out of all ours. Well, shit,
I mean, I
fellas,
had a
well, we
few
got
more.
Brittany waiting.
I mean, but well, I do just in general. We'll just do a round robin. Just
Okay.
one piece of advice that y'all would give ladies. What would y'all give fellas on any topic? It can be about hair, clothes, cooking, sex, whatever. Just one piece of advice for the ladies that's listening.
I
I
got a
would.
quick
Oh,
one that I speak on. I'm gonna get mine out the way. Keep your relationship in the house. Keep your
Okay.
relationship in the house. That's my best advice. Good, bad, or indifferent. Keep it in the house. Don't go to the family. Don't go to the homegirls. Fellas barely go to the homeboys, but for the fellas that do, don't get Bobby Womack. Keep your relationship in the house, bro. That's it. That's all I got.
That's real. What you got, Wardy?
I mean, I got so many things I can say, bro. But
Talk your shit. Take your time.
nah.
Go ahead.
You said give you one, but the one thing I would say was like listen with intent. You know what I'm saying? If you you know what I'm saying, if you asking a question or if you really want to know, like I know you heard it 1,000 times, but don't listen to get defensive and have something slick to say. Listen to try to come up or have try to understand, and maybe we can come up with a solution. Like, don't listen to keep adding on to the problem of what I'm telling you or try to justify. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to understand us.
What was her question? What was her question? I went out.
One piece of advice you would give for women. Oh shit! They Brittany ordering food again. Sound like she was a drive-through. That sound like a blender, bro.
Hey, Wardy,
Gotta watch
what I
Brittany,
say
bro.
earlier, Wardy? What I say earlier?
We don't know what.
Why is women so emotionally? No, when we was talking.
I had wrote it down in my other notebook too. That's crazy.
Nick said, "Fuck the advice. I got a question."
No. I
Yeah.
want to ask it, but I want to tell her like that's what
Yeah.
women need to stop. But I forgot the word. We was chopping it up earlier about that shit. What is it? What is
Why they so emotionally unstable?
No, it ain't that. It ain't that.
I'm about to say, wait a minute, watch yourself,
let me
now.
okay, so
Emotionally unattached.
yeah, unattached meaning like okay, a woman would give to you financially, buy whatever you want, but she's bottled up with her emotions.
What women you dealing with? Cause most of them rather spill.
Huh?
I said, what women are you dealing with? Cause most women will spill their emotions, and look, you probably like, damn, put the top back up there.
Yeah. Right.
You have the women that was Nick talking about. They'll do everything under the sun to try to keep for you to try to love on you or keep you in love with them. But sometimes the men want to hear the inside of you and how you really processing the relationship as what you're doing, how you really feel. And like a lot of females try to become this masculine energy where they try to do what we do. And y'all, and once again, it goes back to my question. Y'all are not emotionally stable enough to keep y'all emotions inside like we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be trying to match our energy instead of staying y'all feminine energy. Your females need more.
And the answer his question, we can do that with part 2 more in depth, but more likely she probably been hurt. So she's kept putting it all in like, no, you ain't getting this from me because last time I gave it to somebody else, all this emotional energy or whatever, they abused it. So when it came to you, Nick, she said, I just be financial. I don't want to waste my time being emotionally invested because of it.
And you're going to run off with it.
Right.
Running off with the bag every time.
That part. I think
Then
My
we wrong
advice-
for that. I did this for him. I did that for him. And he still won't shit. But
why you penalizing me? I'm not him.
right.
Look at most
But
women
that's what
carry that
people
shit
need to
over.
hear.
I think my advice to women would probably be, fuck, that's so much, bro. I think that the main thing is move with intention. Move with intention and be very honest about your intention with men. Make it clear. Before you even step out in this world and you step to any man, know your intention for stepping. A lot of times y'all go with the wind, find somebody out here that you're infatuated with, but you had no intention because you had no plan before you met them. Are you trying to be a wife? Do you want some side dick? Do you want some conversation? Like, once you make up in your mind what your intention is, things will open up for you. But you have to make a decision before you jump out here. Don't get out here, get infatuated by a dude, and then try to figure out where he at with it, because the questions didn't get asked. You weren't intentional, right? Men, if you ask the right questions, you can get any answer you want, but you got to know the questions to ask to get what it is you want. If you want marriage, you need to be talking to marriage-minded men. If you want sex, then lead with sex. Keep it on the physical. You feel me? And I think that that's one of the biggest issues, is that women are not intentional. Like, they're allowing life to happen and they're just reacting. And if there's one thing y'all want to take from men, that would be it. Be intentional. Men are very intentional about what we want. We're pretty transparent with that. And I'm not saying go to every man and be like, hey, I just want you for your dick. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just want your bread. Hey, bro, I might want to marry you. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying before you even step out into this world to meet any man, have your intentions clear with yourself and then go find just that.
Hey,
It'll keep your body count down.
Let me ask you a question when it comes to that. 'Cause it goes back to how I feel when it comes to females represent change. So do you think a female go in with those intentions and her intentions change? Or do you think she goes in and she presents those intentions, but she really got a hidden agenda? Because what is it about it? Like, if we dating and your intentions is for us just to vibe, why does that change? On it changed when you want it to change, but I have to react to that change the way you want me to react to that change. Like, so do they go in with their intentions and change them, or do they go in with their intentions but they have a hidden agenda the whole time?
They don't. They're not clear up front. I think that a lot of times, as they get to know you, they want to change it. And so this is why you have a lot of women that when you tell them, yo, I ain't got no old lady, I'm not looking for no old lady, we're just gonna have some sex and vibe. And the moment, they're cool, because I think they oversell their value to men. They think that your sex is good enough to change that man's mind. You think that your box is that good that what that man just told you, he just wanted to fuck. You think that your pussy is that good, your mouth that good, that what that man's gonna change what he already told you he wanted. And I think that, again, over time, they feel like the more they give, the more they should be entitled to. And I think that's a big problem.
Got one more for you. Okay.
All right. What? Hey,
only reason why I say that is because I know, like, where men have said that, like, hey, we just want to fuck shit, like, cool. And then they said, no, he up here talking about, well, I love you and I want this. And now, like, she's like, whoa, upon your brakes, this ain't what we talked about. But then he's still pushing the agenda of all of that. So then now she's like, okay, well then shit, well, we want to do this, then let me drop my wall down. Let me do, you know what I'm saying, this kind of whatever we leading towards. But then next thing you know, he back on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I have seen it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shaki just said, I read a mind. Let me tell this man I do not like him. It's real, yo. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's okay.
Right.
Man.
Honesty is the best policy. I think all of y'all went to well, maybe not everybody went. It's out with
Mr. Johnson.
God knows, honesty is the best policy. Like, you can't get away from it.
So the love can't grow for a person, but their intentions be the same, or how y'all dealing with each other. So if
if you just tell me we fucking, don't tell me you love me. No.
That's some simp shit. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's so many dudes. Listen, what, Britt? Do you still hear that? Because I need you to hear this. I'm gonna let her come back. She in the Matrix.
She probably had to get out and come back in. We outside, we struggling. Y'all on that Wi-Fi.
Bro said, "I love you for the moment." Kevin, funny as shit.
Hey,
Nah,
look
thanks,
though,
man.
I feel
I
like
love
that,
when we link up every Saturday and have crazy. I love you, dog. You my dog.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. Niggas are Tinder dicks. This is what it is. Y'all are running around here with Tinder dicks. Every girl you lay with, you want to rub her feet. You putting on that old 90s R&B. You're paying bills. You're washing clothes and shit. And it didn't take all of that, bro. These women, they love honesty. If you would just lead with the fucking truth, you are pointing yourself in a hole because you know you can't keep that shit up.
I gotta tell the story, man. I gotta
talk your shit, bro. Let's get to it, man.
So it was this chick. She was a friend, we was cool. But Shorty said, "Yo, I went and linked with this nigga last night. First time she ever linked with him." She said, "Yo," she was like 27, 28. She said, "Yo, this nigga put my whole body in his mouth, and it's the first time we ever fucked. Like the bitch was scared." Like she was scared, bro. Like, why would a nigga just do this to a random woman?
Because nigga, like my pride and name is on the line. Fuck is you talking about, boy?
Bro? Like that. Like I ain't fucking with him no more. He did too much. Like I'm talking about. He made love to me,
bruh. Listen, man. Listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you about me. Now, some of y'all might not know, but I like geeking out about shit that I like to learn about, right? And so sex was no fucking different. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Sex was no different. So if I'm gonna be out here fucking and I want to have a good time fucking, I'm gonna be the best at it. So that don't surprise me that dude tried to put girl whole body in his mouth. Like, that is the thing. And I think that a lot of times women be going in thinking that motherfuckers gonna be half stepping. It's like, bro, if I'm casual out here having sex and I'm single and I'm running around doing my thing, then again, I need my name and reputation. That shit means a lot to me. So bro, we're gonna have a good time fucking.
It
but
was a link, but bro, why you got this bitch toes? You lick. I'm sorry, that bitch say he licked every part of her body. Like she was scared, bro. It was a one night link.
He might not be good at other parts of sex, right? He might not.
But it was a one night link.
Right, I feel you, but say for instance, that's what he's good at. Maybe he ain't good at the penetration part. Maybe he's good at the toast part.
Maybe bro had a little dick.
Jordy said it was phenomenal.
Hey,
it was phenomenal, like, but she can't fuck with him because he went too far too fast. She was like, that's for 6 months down the road type of deal. You feel me? Like,
I should know 6 months down the road, boy. Won't
so what she's saying is he showed up for a regular job and he came there with a master's and a PhD and all that. And she said he was overqualified for the position.
You
okay.
under promise and over deliver. That's sales 101. I mean, I ain't got a lot, you know what I'm saying? I do a little something. And you get in there, you break her motherfucking back in two. That's how it's supposed to be. That's just the game. I'm gonna keep it real, like, cause again, I have to imprint on you. Fuck y'all talking about.
It go back to this viral post where they say a lot of people thought making love was having sex slow. Like, love shouldn't transfer over just because how I sex you good. Like, if he wanted to suck the fucking toenail polish off her shit, she should. Oh, he trying to make love? No, he likes sucking toes. Like that's his thing.
Got grit on her feet.
Oh, that's different. That's nasty. Not the black feet. See, that's disgusting.
He went too far. You don't even know this zone, bro.
Go back to the last.
Come on, man. You making it bad for regular niggas with good dick. You feel me? Like,
for real.
Like, you went too far. Like, okay, I got a point.
Went too far.
I ain't a fan of eating pussy or nothing for real. I don't even want to do this, but this bitch is expecting this the second time after you done it the first.
Wait a minute.
Well, aren't you expecting her to get down there and slide on the knob on the first?
I mean, if I'm attracted to her, no.
I mean, you said what now?
This
if
got
I'm
interesting.
Attracted to her, no.
What?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Give me. So you just ain't a fan of fellatio at all? You don't fuck with none of that?
Come on, man. Come on, man. We ain't gonna do this. You know how we ain't gonna do this. I'll be doing that for real. I don't like it on my face. You feel me?
That nigga said I like it on my face.
I don't like it on my face. I don't know, man. It's too much.
Hey, Kel said not a fan, bro. You from the neck.
What up, Kel?
It must be some neck shit. Y'all motherfuckers is tripping.
But not for real, bro. Like, I'm not even out here capping, bro. Like, okay, sometimes it'll be on some if I do it, you got to do it type of deal. But most times it's if you don't do it, I don't do it. Goddamn, you gonna have to do something.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. This is what a lot of dudes get fucked up with sex with women. First off, it takes a woman about 25 more minutes longer than a man to reach climax, to get to a point where she can even climax. There's only about 4 to 10% of women that has ever experienced a climax, and I think it's because men have yet to understand that when you're dealing with sex, it starts in the mind. We don't foreplay long enough.
Preach. Okay.
You know what I mean? You gotta take it on the gas, pull back a little bit. You feel me? You gotta give her a chance to warm up. Like y'all motherfuckers be jumping in the car and gassing that bitch like.
She
Bro, women ain't set up that way, bro.
I want her.
It's your
when
life.
when I walk in the door, my shit rock. You feel me? Okay, so that's showing me.
Fellas.
Okay, time out, Nick. You ain't gotta. You don't have to wait till you get there.
No,
you ain't gotta wait till you get there. You can be. What I'm saying, you can already be texting her, telling what you want to do to her because we
sex started at the beginning of the day.
That's all the more reason. You should already be ready and aroused.
When I first met you, your coochie was wet as soon as I took the panties off.
Huh?
I said when I first met you, that coochie was wet when I first took the panties off. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Now you saying I got.
It was the anticipation. It was the anticipation. What we knew. Come, huh?
You need to keep anticipating. I'm anticipating.
That nigga said you need to keep anticipating, boy.
I'm anticipating. Come on now.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it tall, bro. Like
I'm a mix of both, man. So yeah, I feel y'all. I'm a mix of both. I ain't doing all that stuff just for like if I just want a nut, I ain't caring about what you want, to keep it real. You feel what I'm saying? But if I'm in a moment with like I only do that oral stuff with people I'm really a female I'm really into like I'm really there with her. Like me and her really there. But other than that, I ain't just eating. I ain't just eating. You know what I'm saying? Just because like we hadn't sex, bro. I ain't doing that, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Y'all motherfuckers is tripping.
But my thing is also I want her to want me like I want her. That's a turn off.
That's some real shit.
That's why I can't pay for pussy. If I pay up this $40 to just bend over, we gonna be here for a while. But I'm asking you another 40 to suck this motherfucker because I see you don't want me.
I feel you.
I can't pay for pussy because I feel like it's equal trade. Like if you know what I'm saying, we both about to bust in that. We both about to put in a little.
But the man just said only 4% bust nut that reach climax.
Yeah, most women aren't out here climaxing, bro. They're not. And I think that it goes back to Kel brought up a good point. I'm gonna bring it back up on the screen. Ask questions. I think that a lot of time, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's twofold. Men don't ask and women don't know.
Man, I'm tired of them squirting.
If y'all ain't climaxing, it's because you haven't done enough exploration to figure yourself out. Because let's keep it tall. Like, bro, there's like 5 different types of stimulation for women. You got some that like clitoral pleasure, to where, you know, you just stand on the clitoris, does it for them. You got other women that love body contact, has nothing to do with a vagina, everything to do with you being a missionary close up on her. You got some women that like it fast and rough, but I think that you have to ask the right questions, and she got to know herself. And if you're dealing with somebody that don't, they need to find themselves before y'all even get into the bedroom. Meaning, if you don't even know what you like, how the fuck am I supposed to figure it out for you? I'm gonna take you through my ringer. You feel me? Like most dudes got a routine. Let's keep it real, fellas. You kind of, if she ain't giving you no cues, you kind of know, like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna turn you over here. I'm gonna slide this. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that the key is women have to know themselves in order to know what to tell a man, because it goes back. Dudes are problem solvers. You give us a problem, we'll figure it out. If you make sex something like that, I think you get better results.
A lot of women these days having sex with men they not even sexually attracted to, so a dude definitely got to do something crazy just to make her do a little climax. Because a lot of females having sex with dudes they not even connected with, they not even sexually attracted to, they not even physically attracted to.
I'm just doing something like
they just doing shit. So that makes it harder for them to climax off the strength of that anyway. Because like you said, it starts with the mind. So if you already physically into me, if we already got this connection, it's not going to be that hard for me to make you climax, you know what I'm saying? Or it's not going to be that hard for you to express what makes you climax, so I know. But women ain't having sex for the right reasons no more. That's why they ain't busting no nuts out here.
I mean, y'all say, well, okay, unless she has somebody that she's willing to try different stuff with, it's going to be hard for her to know unless she's has toys and different things like that, because she might not know that she need G spot stimulation to get it. You know what I'm saying? Versus just clitoris.
On the one
And
night stand.
But you got to be able to listen, and you got to be willing to take instruction and be like, look, I know this. Well, how about try this? If you ain't, you know what I'm saying, like climaxing as fast as you want to, okay, let's try this and let's do this. And you know what I'm saying?
and women, try this. When you get a man, throw them goddamn toys away. Uh-oh. Hurting feelings. You don't want to hear that.
Oh,
Go get
Damn
your
sure,
bullshit,
we
son.
damn sure
You
ain't
wanna know
throwing them
why?
away, baby.
You wanna know
Cause they gonna
why?
be an enhancement.
You want to know why? Not throw them away. Just put them to the
Enhancement still
side.
free.
But put them to the side. I'm gonna tell you why.
So
Okay,
Because-
tell
So
me.
you want me and you want the thought of me and somebody else.
You want to know why? Because what it
and
does
Buddy.
is
You and
First-
Buddy.
first comparison is the thief of joy. Secondly, as women, you all are incubators. So if you got a dildo that is 8 inches, or you got a rose that's doing unnatural things that you cannot get from a man, you setting a standard that you can't keep up. Those
Okay, well,
toys are
hold
set
on.
up. Those toys are set up for, I believe, single women that's trying to figure out what's the best way for them to be stimulated. But I don't think that it's meant to be used, because you're just gonna numb your shit. Like, what's gonna
Well,
happen
okay, yeah.
is
Now I will tell that
it
because I
numbs the
sell sex
sensation.
toys. So hold on, I do sell sex toys. I tell the people all the time, do not desensitize your shit. Okay, don't be down there and holding it down there. Okay, so that's not what the toys are designed for. You don't need to go past the first set on most of them anyway. But what I will say is, if women are using with their partner, you need to get toys the same size as your man, because your vagina shapes or whatever to whatever he has. So I will, like, if your man ain't number 6, you need to have a 6-inch dildo. Why you got a 10-inch dildo sitting over there? No, your man can't live up to that. So I'm not going for that.
So
That's
it's an
real.
urban myth
And that's
that
the
y'all
same reason, and the same reason why the women get 10-inch dildos is the same reason men cheat.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
one thing about it, she cheating with
Ooh.
some plastic. You went out there and got something that can come back in her face and I had your man. So
Yeah,
like,
that
come
is
on now.
true. That is true, but the intentions is the same though.
No, baby. No. To the hell no now.
Sex is, if you trying to if you if not satisfied by your man, you go out to get something that's almost double his size. Like you saying,
A
6
toy
inches.
though? Well, come on now. We talking about toys.
though, like
Yeah, see, God don't like ugly with you again. See, that's why that damn thing went right on out.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I don't know what the hell's
hold on,
been
man,
going
Amber
on with
Alert,
this
Amber Alert's coming
blazer.
through.
Yeah, I started saying somebody in Fayetteville with some missing.
Again. Okay.
Been getting that alert all day. But
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like at a certain point, like if you thinking of a man with, you know what I'm saying, or you got a toy, you can keep saying a toy, but I mean, you ain't just thinking about it's no toy when you down there doing it. Your thought process is, I mean, I ain't gonna say your, but you know what I'm saying. If you with a toy, your thought process is you having sex and you putting the whole imagery to it in your mind. That's what's gonna make you climb that toy. Just think about, oh, this a cold, you know what I'm saying, toy, and I'm just playing with it. That's not gonna make you climax. You thinking of whatever scenario you got going on in your mind that's helping that toy that's, you know what I'm saying, penetrating you at 10 inches. You know what I'm saying? Give you like.
I don't agree with that, Walter.
Why women commit to dudes?
I ain't get no sign, so I'm all right.
Oh, hold on. I got one then. Bye.
Oh, man.
Why do women commit to dudes that that's what I'm saying? Like for instance, like DJ, what's his name? DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club. He expressed how he was with his wife since they was in high school, and it took her 20 years. She ain't climaxed with that man in 20 years. And for him to walk around thinking she ain't did nothing within that marriage, it's insane that he really thinks that. That's insane. 20 years in school, bro.
You can't. Well, I'm gonna disagree with that because she don't know no different. She don't know no different.
She knew she
Well, how
wasn't
she
busting
know
no
she ain't climaxed then?
yeah.
She don't. How she know she ain't climaxed and she ain't never felt it?
She ain't climax with him.
with him.
That part.
That's how she knows she
Ding,
never
ding,
climaxed.
ding, ding.
So you
climaxed before.
This one with him.
okay? All right.
Hey, sense up. That's why last segment was sense up. Oh, down because
Oh,
it's
down.
sport. That's a sense to think that you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, 20 something years, she ain't
Right.
climaxed.
Well, Right. I don't know why they ain't had no conversation. Like that should have been a communication. Like, hey, babe, I need you to rub the click of love. Use 2 fingers and I just one, or you know what I'm saying? Something should have been had in them 20 years.
I got a question. Do y'all get feedback after y'all had sex with people? Do y'all ask them what they like, what they didn't like after sex?
No,
Yeah, come on.
go ahead.
I'm about to take up. You ask in the moment, is this good? Nigga, you know it ain't good because I mean, you ought to be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to ask the question in the mix. If you got to ask in the mix, the answer's already been given to you. Look at my face.
Yeah.
No.
What about after?
I mean, me personally, I ain't undefeated or nothing, but me personally, you can tell by the results.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you how it goes. That's it.
I'm glad niggas in the dark.
I'm about to see his teeth.
Life lead.
I'm glad he in the dark. I'm glad he in the dark. No, the reason why I ask is because sometimes, and I'm gonna tell you with a lot of men, you can mistake her discomfort for, her wanting more. Nick, I'm gonna mute you, big dog.
Yeah.
I don't know what he just did. I ain't even gonna tell you what I thought.
He opened the door. He opened the door.
Yeah. I was like, bro, did you just cut gas on this bit? Come on, bro. Like this, we gotta be YouTube friendly a little bit, bro. God damn.
He opened the door to the truck.
Nigga, I cut the damn truck off, nigga.
That shit sound like you fought it, bro. I'm gonna keep it hot.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, but I do think
But
I think it's cool to get feedback, even if you do get her leg shaking and she talking about she mean Jesus, because with enough feedback, you might try different things. And before you know it, you got an arsenal and a repertoire that works for her. You feel me?
Right.
Because you might be doggy style and it go up but you be like, damn, I hit you doggy style 5 times before, it never did that. What was the difference? You feel me? Or
you put your hand, you grab my hands and put them behind. That's what the difference.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? And I think
communication
that
we
don't talk a lot after that part.
But like you said, Strat, there's many ways that female comments, and like you can give feedback. You can if that's what y'all like to do, feedback, then do it. Or you get educated on the women's anatomy. Get educated on the women anatomy. Try one thing, they ain't for her. Try another. Just be educated on the woman's body and their anatomy. You know what I'm saying? Have some sense with it.
That part.
And try those different avenues that you learn on, and then you'll be able to tell when you get a trigger. If you got a type person that like to have a conversation, because some people don't even like to, they have sex without even saying words, don't even talk about it. You might get in the bed, and next thing you know, y'all doing it. She might be one of the ones that's like to scoot over. She like to show you she wants sex physically instead of verbally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody don't communicate, so sometimes it's just good for the dude to understand the anatomy of a woman, man. And then you'll get your way. You'll find your way. You know what I'm saying?
That part. That part. Brittany, any more questions?
No, that was it.
Ladies in the chat, y'all got anything for us while we here? I think this was a solid conversation, man. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The questions were pretty straightforward. I think we gave pretty honest answers. Brittany, what you giving us? Give us a grade. What you think?
I think you need a ratchet. Yeah, Brittany ain't ratchet. I think you need a ratchet.
Damn, Nick. Well, see what I'm talking about.
No, I say that because a lot of your questions was kind of pertaining to a ratchet situation, a ratchet encounter. You feel me? Like, because a lot of the situations that you asked, like, it wouldn't even occur with my old lady.
Well, give me one that you think your old lady would ask then.
Oh.
Well, she gonna ask a lot of crazy shit. Like, what?
Why
the fuck is he like that? Period.
Like what? That's the what is?
I mean, well, I'm a sparer.
You a what now?
If you understand, like every conversation is gonna end up a spar.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So in my case, she would ask that, but a lot of your questions was for the ratchet. You're not ratchet. I don't give you that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Okay.
I'm not ratchet. I'll take that. Any closing statements, y'all? I appreciate y'all, man. We done hit the 2-hour mark. I like that. That's a good solid time. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add?
Our shit gonna be way more spicy on Monday for the audience because it's gonna be our turn.
Yeah, we putting that out there
So
now.
hold on, who's the ladies in there? I know we had Janetta. Who else was in the ladies? Because we don't need them to be on the panel list. Since I'm not
Shakidra.
ratchet enough. Shakidra, okay, yes.
Let's see who else is in there.
I think Naomi. I'll make sure she got good service.
Yeah,
I
Naomi, make
saw
sure she good. And there's one more.
Shanita came, Sade. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all come up there and help me because apparently some of my answers ain't gonna be what they want to hear.
Kel said, make sure he don't know. We'll make sure I get Kel the link the next time.
Damn, I can't. Perspectives up here. We need that from the women, you know.
Ooh.
Right? Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Who your five, bro?
Huh?
Who your five? Who your four you got in mind? Brittany won.
Who?
Brittany won.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Right.
I
You
don't
gotta
know,
get,
bro.
You gotta get at least a full screen of women.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I need about 4 or 5, bro. Like, I gotta think, man. Like, we gotta go in our bag, man, and like really talk to these women and get them, you know, honest enough.
Let them know it's okay, right?
Because I feel like a lot of y'all be keyboard warriors.
I say you bring you and your ratchetest homegirl.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right.
She said okay.
But I mean, because if I'm not, I don't have a whole lot of ratchet people. You know what I'm saying? I try to stick to, you know.
You got you only know secrets about.
Hey, like you try to say, a lot of we're noticing that a lot of females are keyboard warriors. They got the strong thumbs ever, but they don't want to come up here and actually verbally express what they thumbs be typing every day. So
facts.
You
Y'all gonna have to call out those keyboard warriors, those keyboard gangsters, yeah.
No, but I'm gonna tell you, Brittany.
Women, you know, they ain't really trying to stand up to that type of energy when it come down to like face to face, like
facts. And I think as a dude, like I said, as an alpha male, I think that it's hard for me to, you know, even as I'm growing the brand, it's hard for me to reach out with women and just have honest conversation. Like, hey, this ain't me hitting on you. I don't want nothing from you. I literally want you to be on the panel. And you know, I find it difficult because they're taking it like this motherfucker shooting the shot. And it's like, trust me, if I would shoot my shot at you, I wouldn't be in your inbox first, and I wouldn't be sending you fucking links.
You're a stand-up.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many, bro. You'd be surprised at how many women I reached out to that they just left it on red, bro. Like they didn't even open the message. You feel me? So you know, I'm gonna rely on y'all, my SPS family. I know y'all gonna find some women. Some
right, yeah. I mean, 2 of them came up there because of me, but I told them they were just supposed to be listening. They didn't understand. I sent them the link, so hopefully I can get those 2. So hopefully the 2 that join, I can get them come back on Monday. So yeah,
that'd be dope. That'd be dope. All right, fellas, we got some homework.
Go ahead. My fault, bro.
We got some homework. So, fellas, drop it in the inbox. I'm gonna be making another fly soon. Any questions y'all have for the ladies? Anything y'all want to know, anything that y'all are confused about, anything y'all want to hold them accountable for, please let us know because we will be putting the ladies on the hot seat. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do a panel together. We're going to kumbaya this and figure this shit out.
Yes, I'm about to say yes.
That way y'all get y'all lick back because I know how that go. Y'all ain't going to just leave it
God
like
knows.
that. They smoked us, bro. Jesus Christ. So we got the next 2 shows up, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Battle of the Sexes Part 1 went well. The Mysteries of Men. Y'all stay tuned. Did y'all want to do one before next Monday, or y'all think next Monday's cool?
Ladies in the group that's watching, y'all want to do one before Monday?
What's today? Wednesday?
I go for Monday, man. I think all this, spice it up. Let them get an opportunity to, because you know some females might want to go get their hair done over the weekend, pop up on.
I feel it.
Some might want to have talk about it amongst the group chats first. You know, let them get some time.
Yeah, they got to regroup.
Hey, look, I was told I needed off the dome. I was told that. I ain't gonna say
right.
Exactly. But you still had a notebook on y'all right, taking notes. So don't go that water. Y'all still.
Yeah, right. But man, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all been a dope panel as always, man. We had some good conversations, man. We're gonna keep pushing. And again, Monday, Battle of the Sexes Part 2, The Mysteries of Women. And then on Wednesday, Part 3, we're gonna bring it all together. Cool.
All right. Cool.
All right. Y'all take it easy, man. Bless us. Jay Strada, Wardy, Bino, Brittany, Nick Nash, Coop. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night. We'll see y'all Monday.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Brook B brought it from the space.
Sully.
The X is back.
I got 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. People's I redeem, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know, and I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Got 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. The people's I redeem, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know, and I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Get it from the gutter, yeah. Put it on the stove. Been whipping so long, yeah, bleed through my pores. But boy, the raw get gone before I finish this song. Keep a Glock 40 on me to sleep, in case the eyes try to slide my dreams. It seems I see, just to get ahead, a nigga gotta go through the feed. Death coming waves, the 2s or 3s. Cloning Mike George, low 2, 2, 3s. The difference in distance shrinks. Point blank range equals 6 feet deep on the G's. 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. People's I redeem, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know, and I'm home.